Hello everyone, welcome. I am RxOliver, these are my friends, and we are playing The Electric State. This is Into the Dust Session 7. We're on Chapter 2, Roadside Murder, Session 2 of Chapter 2. I have tonight with me, brutally honest, Martin, Therator, and our Games Master, Phil. Thank you for joining us, troops. Take it away, Phil.
Okay, so previously on Electric State, after barely escaping a religious cult and the intercerebral intelligence that they worshipped, the traveller's car was running on fumes and in dire need of repairs. As they drew closer to the Sierra Nevada mountains, they came upon an isolated community that had built its own little fragment of old America. A mismatched collection of mobile homes and cargo containers stacked atop one another within a massive steel framework. The locals were clearly suspicious as the group approached on foot, asking for assistance. After some back and forth though, the apparent representative and leader of the stack, as they call it, agreed to help them in exchange for the rare vanadium redox battery that they had previously scavenged. While the community's doctor tended to Erica's injuries, the others made use of the workshop to repair the damaged suspension on the car. And later that day, as they were preparing to leave the stack, a government black sedan arrived on the scene. From the car emerged Agent Jack Simone of the Pacific Bureau of Investigation. Addressing Erica directly, he requested that she accompany him back to Memorial City. When Erica refused, he repeated his request and promised he would ensure her safety if she turned herself in. However, he warned that when Sentry eventually caught up with her, they might not offer the same leniency, specifically mentioning a Mr. Pink. Erica refused again, and a disappointed Agent Simone departed without further incident. Believing that someone at the stack had informed the authorities, the travellers quickly left. Late the next day, after passing through Liberty, yet another rundown town on the verge of collapse, they encountered a police roadblock. And the majestic Sierra Nevada mountains, as picture perfect as a postcard, you pass through the small town of Liberty about a mile back. Just outside it stood a Sentry Neurosphere, a massive spherical building where the minds of thousands might dwell in a crafted neuroscape. You press on, and as darkness of night sweeps down the valley you're driving along, you suddenly see blue and red lights from a roadblock ahead. Several police cars block the road, and drawing closer, an officer with a big red glow stick motions for you to stop. Behind the roadblock, shadowy figures rake the roadside with xenon flashlights, clearly searching for something. Like I say, there is a police officer in, kind of like got a Raymac on, and he's got this glow stick, and he's kind of walks towards you as you pull over at the side of the road.
Who was driving? Was it me or Nancy? Currently.
I can't remember. I know we're going to take turns to do days.
I think you switched over. Yeah. I think you'd switched over.
I think we might have switched.
I don't remember. You think it's me? Okay. I will pull over.
I know we discussed that we take turns, so I think, yeah.
If it is me, then I will pull over.
Okay. Like I said, the police officer comes walking towards you.
Both hands staying on the wheel.
Okay. Is anybody doing anything? It's like maybe about 100 yards away, if no more than 100 yards away anyway. So he's take a couple of a minute for him to walk over to you.
Erica like dying. Aren't you a little bit dying-ish?
No. The doctor fixed me up pretty good.
Yeah, she's fine.
I'm gonna slink down to the floorboard in the back, just in case they're keeping an eye out for me from my last encounter.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything in particular?
I'm just acting all natural in my seat.
Okay. Nah, get up, Erica. You're making it look sus. Sit back up. It's nothing to do with that. Just sit up. You'll be fine.
Nah, just have your dog sit on me. If they're looking for me, we don't want them to know which direction we went.
Okay. I don't think it is, but okay.
Okay.
The dog will sit in the back seat.
Okay. Give us a wits check. Let's start off with a roll, shall we? Give us a wits check, Erica.
This is bullshit.
You can. I will let you have I'll let you have a bonus dice though, so it'll be 6 dice. Can't say fairer than that.
Come on.
Look.
There we go.
at that.
Easy days.
Look.
But wait, I have to push it.
Do you still have to?
Oh,
Have you still got that?
Oh yeah.
How long does that last? That trauma shit?
Oh yeah, that's a good.
Are you fine? Extra success, no ones.
Yeah, it's good point. How long does that trauma last? I'll have to check on that. I'll check on another one at the moment. Doesn't need to worry about
7
that.
years.
So the police officer, he walks up alongside the left-hand side of the car and taps on the window.
The window down
with a glow
immediately.
stick. So I'm sorry, folks, but the road is closed. You're going to have to turn around. It's going to be blocked. The road's going to be blocked off, and at least until tomorrow morning, maybe the morning after.
Okay. Right, officer. Do you know where the nearest way that I can get back round is?
There's unless you're prepared to backtrack a day or so, then I recommend you go back to Liberty. There's a hotel, the Amador Inn. You could stay there for a night. We've been sending people back there.
Nice one. And if we head back out just in the morning, this will be clear, you reckon?
Well, be tomorrow morning at the earliest. Maybe another day or two. It depends.
So
Depends on how the investigation goes.
So don't wait for this to be open. Find another way. Aye, I've got you. Understood, officer. Thank you. Hope you got hope you're nice and dry under that raincoat. It's a fucking awful night for it.
It is terrible business. Terrible weather, terrible business.
Like what happened?
Is that an accident? Is it?
No, not exactly. There's been a murder, I'm afraid.
Oh shit.
Oh, who's the poor sod?
You can make an empathy roll.
Let's
From
see.
one of you.
Let's
Oh,
see.
If
I
you've
am
got a
talking to
charm, a
Amash.
talent, you can have a.
Oh,
I'll let you roll that. You're Mr. Charming. I'll leave it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, look at that.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, one success.
Okay.
It's worth a push.
Yeah, you sure you don't have to push it too?
I think I'd rather not.
Yeah, there's no fails on that at the moment. I mean, it's up to
There's
you.
no fails on it. You should
Ah, you're not fine.
Erica, you,
risk it for the biscuit. Come
Erica,
on.
you constantly,
Risky for a biscuit.
Erica,
fine.
you can't.
There we go.
Erica, you
There we
constantly
go.
thinking, push it real good all the time.
Push it real good.
You know, I pushed for the third time. No, you're joking. I'm done pushing.
Oh, that's a tune.
Okay,
Come
so
on,
that's-
in the
8
90s.
seconds, 5 seconds.
The cop's just like, who's singing down there?
This is the dog. We've got a singing dog. He's in a band.
Yeah, kind of. Look, Shake says yes. Terrible business. Third in 2 months.
Well, are we right out here on the roads? I bet.
No.
Oh,
No, this is just the latest one. Terrible business.
I'll certainly gonna have to find another way around anyway. We don't want to wait a couple of days, so thanks for the heads up, officer.
Okay. You
Hope you-
driving
hope-
off while he's in mid conversation?
No. I'm just
I mean,
chilling,
we
waiting.
can ask them like, oh, if you need any help, we could offer our
I'm not
services.
wanting to help with a murder investigation. I'm not offering help with a murder
The
investigation.
Scooby-Doo agency.
Nah, you're alright. I'm just gonna.
The dog's in the back ruh-roh.
I'm gonna have a very polite conversation with the officer, and then I'm going to do a 3-point turn in reverse. Reverse do a 3-point turn and leave. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
So if anybody's
Don't
got
give
anything
Ashley
stupid
Phillips
to
what
say to
happened.
the, if you've got anything stupid to say to the officer, this is your last chance because I'm about to say,
Okay.
"I have a good night, officer."
Well, I think it's just in case it's like, is it a mass robot attack? Is it?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
again, like,
Good
so
point.
we
Like
know.
anything I need to watch
I
out.
want
Yeah,
to
yeah.
ask,
Anything we need to watch out for, officer. Any safety tips being out here?
Just be careful. The young man took a blow to the back of the head. Looks like it was an axe.
Oh,
An axe, okay. Did all the other murders happen in the same area from this body? In the vicinity? Or
Kind of frowns. So I think, well, I need to be getting back. You just be, you folks be careful. Have a good day.
Like, it's like, did they all die from this axe attack? Like, that's the link.
He kind of straightens up and like kind of tips his hat.
He's saying, because it's
You
like
have a
that-
nice day.
Because it's like that
thanks,
person,
officer.
like,
You
that's what I'm
have a
thinking,
good night.
like,
all right, Nancy. Shh. And I'll do a 3-point turn. Get reversed. Do a 3-point turn. Get away. Get back the way we came.
So it is about. It's just after 7 o'clock. You've got about an hour of daylight left. It's just a few miles back down the road to Liberty.
We're gonna have to stop in Liberty for the night, I think, guys. Where's Liberty?
okay.
Liberty's not.
Going back to the map. Let's see.
That Liberty wasn't
No,
that
there is
stacked.
Liberty.
That stacked up settlement. That was called America, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Aye, that was. So
Yeah,
where's
that was,
Liberty? I need to see the map.
it's here.
Yeah.
Where it says Liberty.
Wait, so we passed Liberty and we need to go back to it?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Where did we get stopped on the map by the police?
Just-
Really?
literally just like pretty much next to where it says.
So
Liberty.
there's
Okay.
yeah. There's
Just
no.
a couple of miles up the road.
We're gonna have to go like a good ways back to find somewhere to get past here. So it's gonna mean stopping in Liberty for the night, basically.
Yeah.
Plus, we've not got enough gas anyway if we go a different route, have we? I think we worked
No.
out last game. Like,
No,
so
we'll
we
need to get
haven't got
gas again. Yeah, we'll need to get gas again. Should we just go to Liberty for the night? Try and get a hotel or
We've got the
something.
hotel. We've got the hotel address.
Yeah, yeah. So we don't have to sleep in the car for the night. We could get a hotel for the night. I think that's a
Oh,
plan.
there's finally.
Yeah, nice bed for the night. What do you think of that?
Erica, I'm like, Erica, do you need any help with your trauma? Like, you can rest or something.
I mean, I was gonna try and sort out my hope last night, but couldn't do that. Dry biscuits around these parts.
Yeah. So when we go with mental traumas, each week you can make a wits roll or an empathy roll to try and recover from mental trauma.
Is that how?
So I need a few more.
Is that how Erica gets hope back by buttering her biscuits?
It's
I think that's how she
way,
got the
you
trauma.
know.
You might
So
find.
you said I can't roll yet for that? I can't roll yet to relieve the
No,
trauma.
no. It's
Okay.
gonna be a few more days yet, unfortunately. So
Well,
that
you
should
never
be
know
fine.
who we'll meet at some shady hotel. Is it a hotel or a motel? Or a holiday Inn?
Well, you don't know yet. So you're driving back. You're driving back down the road to Liberty then.
I'm gonna have to, I think.
Nowhere else to go. Okay. Right. So you turn around and drive. Like I say, it's only 2 or 3 miles back down the road, so it's only like a 5-10 minute drive. So this, if you want to zoom out of that, this is the roadblock up here. And this is Highway 395 that runs down into Liberty. And this is Liberty at the bottom.
Is mine giving me
That's the
zoom
nearest-
and
the
brag
neurosphere.
permissions, Phil?
Yeah, it should be. There you go. That's
you.
that's a roadblock up at the top.
Yep.
There's the neurosphere that I mentioned earlier as well, and this is Liberty. So you came through from the south end and drove straight through Liberty.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Oh,
Erica,
another
they've got
church.
a museum and a perfume shop.
Pots and
So,
perfume
cool.
sounds perfect.
Well,
I don't know about your.
overlap.
It sounds
Pop-
like a
poppers
woman's
in there.
paradise.
I don't
Get
know about
kitchen
your.
supplies and perfume.
I don't know about your previous
Happy International
incident with the
Women's Day,
church. Yeah, I forgot what I was even gonna say, Martin. Fuck you. No, yeah, I don't even know about your previous experience with churches, so I don't even know that churches are fucking weird because I don't go to church. That was pre my character, so I don't know even about that.
Yeah, let's just not try to get into religious cults again, please.
Oh, really? Have you had a bad time with them? Have you?
Well, we were chased by a big robot of this, so yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that thing.
Okay, so you've got the got.
Is that the hotel, the Amador Inn?
That's that is the name of the hotel they mentioned. Yeah.
Should we just head there, troops? I'm driving,
Yeah.
so
Liz.
push it to the limit. Push
Okay,
it to the
just
limit.
drive to the Amador Hotel. Okay, right, the Amador Inn.
Oh, that makes me want a Pepsi.
Oh, yeah, the logo of the circle. With the, yeah, it does a bit. Except it doesn't make me
Okay.
want a Pepsi.
Like Erica,
I get reminded of Pepsi and then still want a Coke.
So you pull up in the car park that is mostly empty. There's plenty. There's only a few of the parking spaces taken up. You can see this quite new looking, high tech looking building. All you can see like bright lights of the downstairs, and you can see lights on various rooms on the upper floor. And in the background, the horizon is dominated by these three neurographic towers that transmit the neurographic signals back and forth across the country.
Just love the art for this game. It's very cool, very very cool. I'm really enjoying it. This place looks
They offer a senior discount.
very cozy. A senior discount, yeah.
there you go, Eric. There you go, Erica. You should ask him.
Meow, Nancy. Erica's.
I don't think I'm old enough to qualify.
What's Erica, like 30 or something? 29 or something? Not even old at all.
He's not old.
Not at all.
I feel like Cade would be the oldest, like some washed up musician.
Yeah, he's definitely washed up.
Excuse me.
What do you mean you cannot
I'm
take offence to
27.
washed up? 27, yeah, you're definitely washed up.
27.
They're saying that your character did drugs and it's all on their face. Like, the drugs that they did, so they look like old.
It's accurate though, because
Yeah,
you've done drugs.
yeah.
So drugs go on the face.
It's nothing but truth, like.
It's nothing the truth, I guess. I did admit that they're using drugs, yes. It helps my nerves.
And that's why you look 70 when you're 25.
I mean, he is like 55 in rock music years, eh? He's well past it at 27. He's on the shelf. You're on the shelf, mate.
I
Don't worry.
do think
I'm
we
like,
should possibly
don't worry, I took a whole
see-
lot of drugs too back in my days as well. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Killer.
Do you think we should try and maybe disguise the car a bit if they're looking for us, like park down a side street, or can we cover the car with something? I'm just thinking if they're they know what our car looks like, right?
I mean, we could get.
Kinks people.
There's always like rain. You know, sun covers you get for cars and rain covers. You could always put one of them on it.
That's what I meant. Yeah, and it is,
Yeah.
and it is raining.
And it is raining, so it
well,
doesn't
that's
look
strange,
sus. Yeah, but where are we gonna pick up something like that?
Pots and perfume.
I don't think those are
or-
really a thing in America.
Are they not?
Unless it's hailing, I don't think we cover our cars.
I mean, what about people that have got nice
I
ass
mean,
cars?
I would just
Surely,
think it's-
or garages. That's what you've got.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
we could just park down the side street, but then I guess it could get robbed. That's the downside. I would
Just
think
don't
it
leave
would be
anything in it.
nice,
Don't leave anything in it to get robbed. But then the car itself could get
Yeah,
stolen.
where's-
I suppose.
Where's the nearest like Grand Theft Auto body shop where we can just spray paint? and
That
change
would
the
be
color?
that would be the one. Just pay $100 and get a whole new color and number plates.
Yeah, for sure.
Go from 5 stars to none.
Yeah, because we lost that picnic basket, didn't we? Or the blanket for the picnic
Yeah.
basket.
Yeah.
We used it. We
Yeah,
chucked
we
it at
tossed that
somebody.
away.
We didn't toss it away. We tossed it at somebody to get away from them in a car chase. It was cinematic, mate. We didn't just toss that thing away.
Yeah.
But we don't have it anymore.
No,
No.
it was thrown in the windscreen.
It was
of that-
utilised
that
in the
truck.
chase to help us get away. Geniusly, I might
Definitely
add.
get another blanket for that.
Smear some mud on the car, maybe.
Just over, like,
I mean, yeah, there's.
Yeah, it's just a-
obscure a bit of the number plate and that. Just chuck mud at it so it's kind of like a natural, but like can I have
Yeah, I mean, it's
cover the
rainy,
number plate?
it might wash off, but that
It
one
might,
looks
yeah, but-
super odd.
Yeah, just chuck it, kick some mud at it, like, and a wee bit over the plate. Yeah. Well, I'll do that. I'll get my hands dirty.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only a thought like that. Like, it's, yeah. So. I'm
Kid.
gonna
Or even
go
just
in there.
parking it like in shrubbery if we can and kind of covering it.
Yeah.
I'll do that if I
just
can.
somewhere that's slightly less.
Whereabouts in the car park are you parking it? Are you parking it right up in front of the up front now? The doors in front
Straight
of
in the doors,
windows?
like a dealership.
Or like in the far corner, or
Way out like the
I
far
was saying
side,
about the
yeah.
entrance, mate. Yeah, come on, look at.
right up by the entrance.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Other side. If that's the entrance,
No?
like way out the other side, or like if the right to the side where there's like
Oh,
bushes
yeah.
and stuff, and
So
I'll park
this-
it like
so
half
this
over the
like-
curb
like-
so it's in the bushes and shit.
Yeah. Well, there's no bushes. The car park it's quite open all around and to either side. On all sides, it's kind of like the streets surrounding.
Okay, well, just out to the corner, of the car park, but at the entrance side. So say the entrance is there, and this is the back of the car park. Pull it out here, the back of the car park, but at the entrance side, so we're not far away if we need to get out. And then
Okay.
me and Cade, because you can get your fucking pretty hands dirty, are going to grab some mud and chuck a couple of fucking gobs of mud at the car, but so that one or two of them kind of hit the plates a little bit and obscure it maybe. So
Okay.
Fine. I will get my hands dirty. Fine.
just look
What
like
about,
we've been rallying. Speaking of which, there was a rally in my area today, so I saw lots of cool rally cars going past me when I was out.
What about Eric
Oh, sorry, when you said-
and Nancy? What are you two doing?
We'll go in there. We'll go and get a room or check, what's going on.
Do we have any money
Unless
left?
Erica doesn't want to go.
I have $6.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've got that.
Between
I
us.
don't have any.
Oh.
I have
I
got
hope so.
zero. I've got $0. Me and you're getting by on our charisma, bro.
I,
If it's a
according
man
to
at
my
the
desk-
desk.
I mean, I've got
butter
20. I've got
Butter's
I've got
biscuits,
$20, so Erica doesn't have to give her baked goods away again. So
I mean, it does say they offer breakfast too, so they're
Let's see what we can get in the 90s
I mean, yeah.
for a room. What the cost's going to be? I reckon
$20 was reasonable. We
I
might get one room.
$20 is going to cover it. Like, yeah, it's the 90s.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll go inside and see if it's what's going on.
Okay.
I'll
so
chuck some mud at the car.
Going inside the so it's kind of like going through the main doors, and it's quite open, like a big open area. There's a reception desk, and then off to the left hand side, there's kind of like a seating area with a bar. And there's a few people sat around. As you're going through the doors, a Chinese, rather sort of thin, bony Chinese lady kind of pushes. She's like pulling a heavy raincoat over her head, and she pushes past you as you're coming in through the door. She doesn't apologise. She just like kind of. She doesn't shoulder you, but she pushes in, walks into you, and pushes around you rather than waiting for you to come in through the door.
Charmin.
I bow because I'm also 5% Chinese as well as being 5% Cherokee.
Oh, sure.
So bow. Yeah,
okay, she doesn't respond. She just pulls a hood down over her head and hunkers down against the wind and the rain, and she walks down under the canopy, down along the left hand side, and out of sight around the corner. So just inside, like I said, there's a reception desk. There's a young woman, maybe in like late teens or early 20s. Got a name badge on. It says Amador Inn and Rebecca.
I'll be like, "Hi, Rebecca," because we're the same age, so she knows what that means.
So
I'll be like,
she smiles, goes, "Welcome to the Amador Inn. How can I help you?"
She's like, "Yeah, we're just looking for a room to get out of the rain. Pretty chilled. How much is a room?"
How many people's room for? Is he looking for a single room, double, family room?
I mean, what's the price range? Just so I know to
look,
tell
it depends on what you're looking. Well, a typical room is about $100 a night.
Oh, like you got like a barn or a shed situation going on, like a little bit cheaper.
$100. What the
Yeah,
fuck is this place in the 90s?
It looks so. This place looks it's really posh. It's high tech, and as you're looking around there, you see there are 2 or 3 service robots walking around. There's the bar that you can see off to your left. There's a robot behind the bar. There's a robot walking around, like serving drinks to the few people that stood there, and you can see other robots wandering around carrying like pushing carts with fresh towels and things. So it looks quite high tech. There's like a brand new Neurocaster station to one side in the bar as well.
I'd be like, have you got like those rooms that charge by the hour, like not for any shenanigans, just
We don't need one of those rooms.
I'm afraid not. If you're looking for something, she kind of she leans in. She says, "If you're looking for something more like that, I would try lollies."
Lolly, oh okay.
Maybe
like
we could get a much
lollies.
cheaper gaff than this for the night, guys. Maybe this is a little bit out of our price range. Maybe we should get back in the muddy car, and go to Lollies.
Can I get directions to Lollies?
You've got a map, Martin. I think.
Yeah, she gives you.
Oh, is it on the map? Is it on the map? Sorry.
Actually, I've not got that. I've not got that map.
I mean, she kind of. I would only if that's how long you are staying. If you just want a room for just a few hours, then that's maybe a place. But I wouldn't stay there overnight.
Oh. Okay. I mean, now we're chatting. Anyway, it's like, do you need any like part-time workers or people to service your robots?
I just work the desk. I just work the desk. I'm afraid.
Okay.
$100 a night.
Enough.
Fuck that.
I know. So I'm like, how much for a drink at the bar? Maybe my friend's very seductive.
Maybe we could just go work at Lolly's for a couple of hours.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Ah, somebody's getting their biscuits buttered in tonight's episode.
I mean, does anyone look like, I don't know, guys in suits and stuff, like the guys that have been following us? Because this looks like the type of place they'd stay.
So like I said, this place is clearly like, you know, high-end hotel. There doesn't seem to be many. Well, in the bar, you can see there's a middle-aged couple, and a guy in a business suit who's kind of like he's got a laptop.
Might rob him.
Tapping away.
No robbed
tapping away
anybody
on a
yet.
laptop.
Think we should rob somebody before we fuck off.
I mean, there's carburetors on the cars outside. Or catalytic converters, whatever they are, that we could take.
We could also
I'm
siphon
pretty sure
some
if they got all these, like, service robots, they must have, like, security robots. There's no way they've just got the tower one.
I feel like we should steal something.
could.
Before we go.
We could hack the system and show that we have a reservation.
Oh! Do it. You do it. That's your skill. I'm gonna go up and I'll be like,
I don't
oh,
know.
I forgot.
Cade's been better.
Cade's
Like
I'm
every
gonna
time.
go, like,
Cade's that guy, you remember. Cade's that guy. Cade, what do you think?
while you're doing that, I'll be like, can you check the reservations? It's like, oh yeah, my mom booked us one. Can you maybe check? And then hopefully you guys can do the other bit.
Just like you think Cade just casually sticks a massive thing on his head.
Wait, what's going on?
You guys can be outside in the car. I didn't know if anyone was inside with me because you.
I presume they're still outside. Yeah, it's just.
Yeah, we're still outside, so we don't know what's happening inside. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell Erica to tell you guys as I try and talk to the receptionist about, you know, like, oh, blah blah, you know.
Wait, they won't let us have a room.
No, wait, because we're still outside putting mud on the car. We don't know the plan yet.
Yeah.
Erica, will you go and tell them while I smooth the woman?
I was in the car.
Oh, okay. That's helpful.
I'm not going in. There might be people out there.
Fair enough. Okay, I'll just give a weird look at the car because I know Erica's going to be peeping. And then go and tell the boys what happened. Yeah.
Okay. So.
Like, yeah, and then about maybe someone can hack the system.
What about it, Killer? You want to hack the system? See if we can get in, do the thing. Get us a reservation.
Look, I don't use a damn neurocast because I'd rather use the drugs for it instead. I don't like Neurocaster, especially after that shit that with the.
I don't fancy either. And old vegetable heat in the back there's no doing it because she's already messed up from doing it. We're not making her doing it.
Look. Let me use my magic on this receptionist. I will go inside and talk to them.
Right, that's the same kind of magic that people talk about when they talk about the magic that doesn't exist. Like make believe fairy tale magic. You don't have it.
I'm gonna show you.
Right. Okay.
I'll show you, Spider.
Right. Let's see, Killer.
When I see him not hacking, I will go ahead and hack.
Oh, Erica. You're already.
I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that. I mean, after he humiliates himself, then you can hack it.
Erica, you're already wearing a diaper.
No,
you need to be careful.
And I'll just be like, dumbasses.
Okay.
Fuck. Please be careful. Please be careful in there.
Give us a.
Can you make the reservation name really comical while you have time to think of a name?
So give us a hacking roll and tell us what you're doing. Well, if it's successful, anyway. So if you go to your NeuroCat and make sure it's equipped, probably have to equip it first, and then use a hacking icon on your NeuroCat.
Don't fuck yourself up
And I
even
have
worse, Erica.
Hacker talent.
You do.
Ooh.
So you can use that as
Yeah,
well.
she's better.
She's
Oh,
2
look at
6s
that.
and no
Oh, wait.
ones.
I've got to push it.
And she's
You
got
gotta
to push it.
though.
But she's got no ones though. She's got no ones. She's got,
Oh, no.
she's got 2 ones. It's
No
only
way,
2.
though.
It's only 2. She's got 4 successes.
Oh wow, so that's 4 successes. So you lose 2 hope.
Bravo, Erica.
I will
How?
hack the system and put a VIP reservation in there for Cade Draper and groupies, and
Okay.
request that all needs be met upon visits for this VIP guest.
Roadies and groupies. I'm not a groupie. Come on now. Don't anyone thinking I'm a groupie. Roadie. I'm the roadie.
Okay.
At least.
Cool. Yeah, there's no problem with that. With 4 successes, that's a doddle.
Easy peasy.
Managed to make sure there is a reservation for Cade Draper and entourage. All
Now-
the tab set up a tab, so all expenses covered.
Get that thing off your head.
Kate's gonna be so confused on the reception. He's like, "Wait, I have a reservation? What?"
So meanwhile, Cade, you will walk inside.
Yeah, look, I walk inside with my head high, going to the receptionist. Hello there, Kate Draper. You probably heard of me from my band name called again. I forgot.
Bliss.
From the Bliss. One of the founders of Bliss.
This is why I used his name, because I knew that arrogant, pompous ass would go in.
Just go, hey, I'm fucking that guy.
You haven't heard of Cade Draper?
Give us a wits check, I guess. It's wits. No, empathy. What am I talking about? Empathy check.
And the charm, just I tried the charm.
Yes, you can choose the charm. Yeah,
Excellent. That makes me happy. Let's see. Intelligence, charmer. Hiya.
Oh, there's
One
one
success.
Yeah. One
success.
success. Yeah, I won't push that. You got there's 2 hope lost if you push that thread.
Yeah.
Push it real good.
Oh, yes, okay, yes. Mr. Draper. What brings you to Liberty?
Well, I need a room for it tonight, you see. And I hope you have any rooms for that fits my status.
We have some rooms. Yes. Let me just see. What kind of room are you looking for? And she starts tapping away at the computer. It seems we have a reservation in your name.
I'm just smiling at her like a little silent, like, huh?
Yes, got a reservation in your name. It's a VIP suite. I'll just get the key card for you.
Yeah, yes, yeah, excellent, very good, very good. You guys know what I need, very good.
Okay, so as it gets starting to get darker outside, the sun's getting low in the sky. You notice all the lights, they all come on inside. Well, they're already on, but the intensity, the brightness of the lights inside all like increases automatically. And the curtains, the like blinds and curtains across the windows, like suddenly automatically like close.
Okay.
Classy.
I'm
gonna mess with Cade, and we're not
guess
gonna
it's
say,
nighttime
sign my
then."
boobs, sign my boobs. It's Cade. Gonna mess with him fully, like,
Oh, I have pants, you have a pen.
yeah, it's like, there we go.
Okay, there we go, to the girl I don't know.
Thank you. And then hang off his arm for a bit, because I guess I'm a groupie.
Yeah.
So Rebecca comes back and she hands you a key card. This is a card for your room. It's on the top floor, over at the rear of the inn. It's overlooking the hot springs.
Oh, excellent, excellent. Any entertainment for tonight?
Not this evening, sir. No.
Well, if any
No.
groupies arrive,
It's a little quiet.
if any groupies arrive, just send them to the room.
Yeah, if any of my groupies arrives.
I think you're still in the car.
You're one of the groupies.
I'm the manager. No,
Yeah, you're
we're
one
not.
of the
We're not.
groupies.
I know. I'm the manager.
Oh, you need to.
Yeah, if you're on the me, I'll introduce each of you. Yeah, so this is I have my groupies, and this is my bodyguard slash manager. They will come with me.
Go and get the other groupie who's really shy. She's like a geisha.
The shy groupie.
So,
I'm low key panicking after peeking and seeing the curtains like close. I'm like, oh shit.
I guess it's nighttime.
I mean, you must have like a hoodie. You must have a hoodie or something, right? So you can like
Kenny.
pull it over so
Kenny.
I can get you inside. Yeah.
Wait, could you show me to our room, please?
I'll.
Well, yes, of course. So she turns one of the service robots. Goes, Rupert, would you show Mr. Draper to his room?
Once I see where the room is, I'll go back and get Erica.
And this service robot comes over. That let's see what the service robot. We've got a service robot somewhere. Yeah, it's a service robot. This is what the service robot. These guys.
Oh, not creepy at all.
Not at all. Looks a bit like you.
He comes over. He does almost collide with the desk, with the reception desk, and then stops, corrects his direction, walks carefully round the desk, and approaches. So, good afternoon, Mr. Draper. If you would follow me.
Excellent. Lead the way.
And he leads you up the stairs. There's like a set of stairs at the back, one to like kind of right of reception, and upstairs to the second floor, and then down the hallway, and to one of the VIP suites. Large rooms, got a kind of sitting area and two bedrooms, an ensuite bathroom.
Very nice.
And it overlooks overlooks the back of the hotel. There's some gardens, and in the distance you can see what must be the hot springs, because you can see like steam rising from these like pools of water.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, I'm just looking at the room and I see the bathroom now. All right, excuse me. I need a damn bath.
Once we've been to the room, I'm going to go back and get Erica. I'll go back to the car.
Okay. What's Nancy doing?
Yeah, she's just she's trying to suss out anyone else in the hotel in case she recognizes anyone, considering we're being followed. And she wants to see if there's any brochures about the hot springs or local things to do.
Okay. There's, like I said, the only you see in the corridors, most of the corridors, there's at least one service robot that just kind of stands there. As you walk, if you walk anywhere near it, it kind of almost like as if it's as if it powers up, almost like it's standing to attention, as in anticipation of you giving any requests. But you do learn that there are these service robots dotted around the hotel, so you can ask them to do things for you. You can ask them, to get, if you want some fresh towels, or if you want something, a drink or some food bringing up. They're basically like room service.
We've got the VIP. We should get everything. So the VIP. Because it'll be on. She's made a fake booking on a fake record label credit card. We should just get as much snacks and food and fucking Pepsis and shit as we can.
It's gonna be a Home Alone 2 now. Home Alone 2 situation. Let's do it.
Yeah. But downstairs, like I said, there's only a couple of people in the bar. There's a middle-aged couple. There's a guy, again a middle-aged guy, sort of in a business suit, working away at a laptop. And so you're downstairs looking around. There's some leaflets that tells you about the hot springs, and basically tells you like kind of this a bit of bump about how these hot springs have been in the area since the local dates back to when the Native Americans were situated in this area, and it had such a significance to the Native American Indians. But now you can go to the you can go and spend time in the hot springs. You can have drinks brought out to you, and all this kind of stuff. So while you're looking around, I guess you come downstairs to go and get Erica, and as you're not Cade, sorry, Spider, as you're going outside, you come downstairs, go outside. As you're going out through the door, this Chinese woman comes again. She's like,
I'll stick a shoulder on her. I'll be ready for her. I'll be ready for her and put some welly into it. I'll catch her by surprise. She'll try and give me the shoulder, but I'll hit her by surprise. Well, the full force will go. Wah! Shit.
So she's like dressed in this like really oversized raincoat, and she kind of comes. She comes in. She almost when she sees you, she steps back, looks kind of startled, mumbles something. And,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Never saw you there. Sorry about that. Sarcastic.
Yeah, mumbles something. Yeah.
I mumble as well.
And
Like
so you
mumble, bitch.
So she comes past you. It comes inside, and you go outside. And as you come outside, step out into this walkway, this sheltered walkway, just outside. You see to your right as you come out, you see a group of teenage kids, all kind of like all decked out in their hoodies and whatever. They're like huddled round the corner, in the air, kind of where the direction where this woman came from.
Might rob them.
There's a little bit of discussion, and then they run out. They dash across the car park in the rain.
Got no walking around money, no lunch money. I think we should rob somebody.
And of course, to your left, at the far corner of the car park in front of the hotel, is the car where Erica's sat.
Yeah, we'll get
What's Erica doing? Is Erica doing anything while she's been sat waiting?
Peekaboo.
Just been watching. Once they closed the curtains, I probably would have just like started looking around the car lot to see if there was anybody else pulling up or any other signs of like we need to bail.
So you're kind of looking around, and you see you do notice that on every single floor, the front windows, all the windows that are visible on the front of the hotel, the curtains close all at the same time, and lights came on places where there were lights already on. Like I say, you've got brighter windows, areas of the hotel where there weren't lights, they all lit up all at the same time. And while you're kind of looking around, being a bit perhaps a little bit nervous, a bit cautious, you see Cade walking towards you, and at the same time you catch the glare of like a car's headlights in the rearview mirror of the car, and looking round, you see a police patrol car is pulling into the car park as well.
I'm just gonna duck down and kind of wait to see if the headlights kind of turn and car gets dark again.
Yeah, I'll just.
Okay, so what's Kay doing? So you.
I'm in the bathroom.
No, sorry, yes.
Spider, not Kay.
That's
twice you've accused me of being him. I'm not him. Yeah. I am not that guy. I just walk into the car casual.
They are very similar
So,
personalities.
outwardly, I appear to just be walking towards the car normally, casually. Inside, I'm hating life because even though I've done nothing wrong, there's cops there, and I'm just a naughty boy generally. So seeing the cops makes me nervous as fuck. Some arsehole's giving it that as I'm walking into the car. I'm outwardly trying not to express it.
Okay. So the patrol car pulls up right in the parking bay, right outside right in front of the entrance to the hotel.
I'll get in the car and sit down in the driving seat.
Okay. Presumably mean your car, not the police car.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you get into the driver's seat of the car, and you can clearly see that Erica's hunkered down again in the back.
What's going on out there?
Nothing. They've got us. We've got a room. VIP. You're safe. You're safe to come out of the car and head in. Don't worry about that cop car. They're just stopping here. They're for the hotel as well. Don't worry. Don't be paranoid. You're worse than me. We've done nothing wrong. You've done nothing wrong. It's not the police who are after you.
You say that, but we don't know who is after some of us. I'll kind of like slink out of the car.
If we hide in the car, you're going to make yourself look sus. Let's just go in the hotel, get a night's rest, and we can worry about what way we're heading tomorrow. After that, let's come on, out the car. I'll casually walk back. Arsehole giving it.
Okay. Is Erica? You going with Spider then, Erica?
Yeah, I'll go with him and kind of see like a pucker coming through the butt of his jeans, so I know that he's tense enough.
Hating it.
Okay, so yeah, as you're you walk back and walk in, and as you going in through the main doors, the two officers get out of the police car, out of the patrol car, and follow you. You can almost like feel them, like their eyes on you as they walk in, walking the entrance, the main doors behind you, following you in.
It doesn't bother me. I'll continue just walking towards our VIP room, and I will not let them bother me at all, because I'm not bothered.
Okay. So you head turn right, head toward the stairs, go through the doors, and start up the stairs. As you go through, you hear the reception, Rebecca, the receptionist. Oh, good evening, officers. How can I help you? And the two of you head upstairs.
Mm-hmm. Nice room.
Okay.
Well done, Erica.
And headed upstairs and find your way to the VIP room at the back of the hotel, situated at the back, overlooking the grounds at the back. And
I'm gonna get my fucking sauna on. Yeah, I'm gonna get my sauna on, mate.
So what are you all doing?
Don't know about everyone else, but I'm gonna get like a hot shower and get cleaned up and get a real nice bed for the night in this VIP room.
Like I'm already in the bathtub putting on the bubble water and you're chilling like, ah.
You better not use all the hot water. You better not use all the hot water, because I'm wanting a bubble bath, mate.
Oh boy, you'll be happy with me.
Look, I guess I'll look at. I reckon it'd be like, I guess if the boys are having a pamper date, should we go and get drunk at the bar and get some strippers or something? If they're having a girls' night.
Where are you hiding all this money, Martin?
Oh, yeah, our whopping $20.
Where are you hiding all this money? Yeah.
I mean, it's all on the. Yeah, but we just say it's on the.
Oh yeah.
Charge,
So
right?
just order it on room service. Order it on room service. Fuck the bar. Order it on room service. That's the thing, right? Because he's already in the bath, so I'm gonna have to wait. I'm gonna get on the blower. If you're not already on the phone to room service, I'll do that then. We'll have a fucking party.
I'm gonna say to Erica, like, I understand, but I'm getting drunk at the bar. Might meet someone, like someone.
Well, there's that, yeah. Suppose we could just go to the bar.
Did it look like there was? Well, did it look like there was anybody down there that?
We can go to the bar and put it on the VIP room tab, yeah.
Yeah, the guy with the laptop that the DM said 3 times. Like, maybe
there was a guy with a laptop, yeah.
The guy with the laptop and the middle-aged couple.
And the Chinese lady.
And the Chinese lady. Well, she was in the bar. She kind of came out, and then she's come back in, and she's presumably gone back to her room.
Also, I want to spy on the police as well, because they're clearly there for a reason. So I want to do a bit of.
Okay, so yeah, of course, Nancy, you're still downstairs, aren't you? So yeah, you hear. I mean, the arrival of the police draws the attention of the other 3 people in the bar. The waiter robots is talking to you. Say, "Can I get you a drink, miss?"
Yeah, I'll have. What's the hotel cocktail?
Oh, I can make whatever you wish.
Special.
If the house special, of course. Shall I charge this to your room?
Sure, I'll have a rusty trombone. That's either a sex act or it's a drink. I'm not sure which one.
A rusty trombone coming right up.
Rusty trombone is very much a sex act, and you know fine well what it is, because I fucking do.
A different robot starts to come out.
Wah, 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 wah.
But I'll go and sit at the bar and then just keep an eye and listen to the conversation.
But yeah, so like I said, the arrival of these 2 police officers. One, you're looking at one's like clearly just a deputy, and then the other one is the sheriff. And the receptionist goes, "Oh, what can hi, good evening, officers. What can I do for you?" Says, Rebecca, we need you to call all of the guests downstairs, please. Why is that, officer? Don't be asking questions, Rebecca. Just do as I'm asking you. Bring people, call all the guests down. We need to speak to all the guests. Right, yes, I'll get on it, yeah.
Can I like whisper to the one of the robots like, can you pass a message to my friends in room blah 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 that the police are downstairs and they're summoning everyone, maybe don't come? Is the robot able to deliver a private message?
Of course, miss. I can relay a message to one of my fellow robots that will transfer a message to your room.
Oh, sweet! That's really high tech.
And one of these, without any verbal communication, another of the service robots comes walking into the room, and there's a brief exchange, some kind of exchange between them, and the other robot turns to you. "I will deliver the message immediately, miss." And it turns and starts walking out of the room.
Sweet. Erica's kind of liking the robot thing now. These robots, anyway.
You're not even Erica.
I mean, Nancy. That's why and I immediately hate it. I'm like,
You mean Wendy?
I'm Nancy.
You mean Wendy?
I hate this shit. I hate robots. I'm a scientist.
So the waiter robot, the robot behind the bar, serves your drink version of a rusty trombone, and the two officers they come walking into the bar. Says, "Hey, can I have your attention, please, everybody? If you could just indulge me for a moment, everybody step out into the reception. I need to ask everybody a few questions. Won't take too long." And they're kind of like the guy with the laptop and the couple who when you hear them speak, they're clearly a British couple. They've got quite upper class British accents. And say, "Oh, really? This is most inconvenient, officer." And he says, "Don't worry, it's only going to be a few moments. Just need to ask a few routine questions." And so these three people, the couple and this guy, they like get up and walk through into the reception, and the officer kind of looking at you and says, "Miss."
Like, "Oh yeah, just a minute. Oh, I'm bringing my drink with me."
Okay. So you take your drink and you walk out past these two officers. So like I said, one of them is clearly a deputy, where Deputy Dylan. And the other guy is like clearly the sheriff. This guy. This is what he looks like. And you can see on his name, Sheriff Toby.
Sheriff Toby.
What's the deputy's name?
Deputy's name is Dylan.
Dylan.
Dog. Yeah. So as you've kind of fallen through these and this English couple, the husband. So what's this about, officer? Really, it is. We weren't expecting. I was having a nice conversation with my wife. We were expecting a meal, and there's nothing to worry about. It's just a few routine questions. You just have to wait until the rest of the guests are assembled, and then I'll speak to you. And the cat kind of starts talking. The officer just kind of waves them off, and so back upstairs, there's a knock on the door, and in. So there's kind of a knock, and the door opens automatically, and this service robot walks in, says, "There's a message for you." Nancy Alvarez requests your attendance downstairs. There are 2 police officers.
I did say that, but you don't know that. Evil.
I'm whistling from the bathroom. What do they want, the police?
The police are requesting all guests to come down to the reception.
Fuck me. All right, give me 5 minutes.
And the robot stands there from. Is there anything I can get you, sir, madam?
Nope, leave.
Okay, so as you wish, and it just turns around and walks out the door. Kind of collides slightly, kind of bumps into the door frame a little bit, and bounces off and then walks off down the hallway, and the door closes automatically behind it.
What we're going to do, Kate? We're going to go down and do what they say, or we're going to be a problem.
Yeah, I have no problem with the police. It's just the biker gang I have a problem with.
Yeah, I'll take my jacket off. It's got like the biker gang patch on it.
Uh-huh.
Is there any like robes?
I imagine so.
I'll
Like
grab a
bathrobes,
robe
you know,
and
get
like
some of them
yeah.
really plush, like thick robes, and they're like, you
Yeah.
got there's that nice fragrance on them as well. Smell that fresh laundry smell.
Ooh, very nice.
Yeah, I'll put a robe on and put my hair up in a towel, so I'm maybe less recognizable.
Okay. So you're all going downstairs.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Okay, so you all eventually congregate downstairs with the rest of the guests.
Mm-hmm.
There's maybe about a dozen guests in total, including this British couple, guy in a business suit, the Chinese woman, and a few other people. There's a receptionist and these two police officers, and the senior the sheriff introduces himself as Sheriff Toby. As I'm not sure if you're all aware of the situation here in Liberty at the moment. There has been, if you're not, I'll bring you up to speed. There's been a murder. A body was found on the outskirts of Liberty, just out on the highway. Body was belonged to a student from Los Angeles, 23-year-old biology student. He was attacked and killed, and his body was dismembered and scattered across the road.
Ooh.
Well, that's even. Oh, okay.
The name was James Anderson, and he takes out like a photograph. This is Mr. Anderson. Is any of you familiar with Mr. Anderson? Did any of you ever anybody see Mr. Anderson in the last 24 hours? And kind of like the deputy takes a picture and shows it. Kind of walks around showing it to passing it to everybody.
I'm just shaking my head.
Do we recognise the black boy in the picture at all?
No.
Have a good look at it and pass it on.
I'm watching everyone else's faces. They look at the picture to see if anyone is like, well, something more subtle than that.
Okay.
It's like a normal picture of him, right? Like not like his dismembered corpse.
No, yeah, it's just it's just a normal, maybe like a yearbook picture kind of thing. Yeah,
Crime scene photos.
Just a normal picture. Yeah, it's not like his arm over here, his leg over there, his head looking like that. But
Pictures of the autopsy.
Yeah. But yeah, so Nancy, you can give us an empathy roll as you're looking, watching people's faces as the deputy moves around the room, showing this picture.
Oofed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I push it?
You could, but you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose two hope already.
Fine, you're about to go to sleep.
You got,
All right.
So if
Nah,
if you push
I'm
it,
gonna
you're gonna
push.
lose at least. If you push it, you're gonna lose at least 2 hope.
Push it real good.
I think you do know I've lost like 1 or 2 hope in the entire game so far. So
Do
she's
it.
always hopeful. So she's gonna push it.
Ooh.
Okay. So
No,
you fail.
didn't work
So
though.
no, and you
And
lost
I-
2 hope.
Well, I tried.
So yes, you either people are good at masking feelings or reactions, or nobody knows anything.
Or that rusty trombone is pretty rusty.
I mean, oh no, it's kind of affecting my perception of the world. I thought I was you before. Just imagining drinking the drink, I thought I was you. I was acting like a scientist. I had fake glasses and everything.
So the sheriff says, we believe that Mr. Anderson was in the area collecting biological specimens. We did find an unfinished jury-rigged robot in the back of his car, which we believe he was building for help to aid him in his collection of local flora. There's no indication of a robbery. Mr. Anderson still had his wallet, and nothing appears to be missing from it. But if any of you think of something, or you do recall seeing Mr. Anderson at any point, you can if you can contact one of the officers or myself. You'll find us around town. Or you can contact us. We're currently stationed at the Perez Mansion. Says, well, that's it. Thank you for your time. And so people like me kind of sort of grumble and acknowledge the officers, and then sort of wander off in their different directions, back to the bar, back to the rooms, or whatever. And then the two officers go over to the reception and start talking to Rebecca again.
After we're out of earshot, I'm gonna be like, told us half of the investigation there. It's a bit strange, like they found him with this and that, and he was a biologist. It's a bit weird of the police to just tell a crowd of people how what was going on. So much of what was going on, eh?
They must be desperate if you don't know where to look.
Yeah.
Maybe it's connected to the other murders that have been recently, as the other cops said on the block.
Must be. Well, so let's get out of here tomorrow. We don't want to be getting murdered.
Yeah, they will not take a chance to murder someone in this hotel with so many witnesses around. They won't dare.
No, I feel pretty safe. We're in a group, but still, it's not a nice place to be around, especially with the police sniffing around and like that. We need to get a good night's sleep and get out of here early on in the morning, because we need to go back the way. We can't go the way we were going. We're have to backtrack. We're still backtracking tomorrow, so let's try and get a.
I'm gonna shout at you guys. I'm gonna secretly shout at you guys when we're out of earshot, but like, I told you guys that the police were coming and not to come downstairs.
You said to come downstairs. That robot said that we were to come downstairs. Fucking robots.
Well, I wasn't that drunk. That's a bit worrying. Does that mean
Speaking of which, I'm gonna get some drinks at the bar, Phil, while I'm down here. I'm gonna get some fucking champagne and some whiskey and some fucking beers.
Okay.
I join you that one.
Because it's a hope back, isn't it?
It's what, sorry?
It's a hope back. Getting on some alcohol.
Oh yes, sorry. Yeah, you can get a hope back by drinking some alcohol. Yeah, it will get you a point of hope back.
I've got
Is
Max.
that the one we have
Just
to take
one
a H?
point.
Sorry.
What's the one where we have to take HP off for it though? That's not drinking, right?
Smoking.
like
No,
three,
that's
we haven't
smoking. Yeah, it's
smoking.
smoking.
Smoking, so the drinking.
Yeah.
Oh, I've had my drink, so I can get one back.
Yeah, sure.
Alright.
Okay,
Sweet.
so what you're doing? You're spending the evening drinking then?
Yeah, I'm gonna have a good time.
Well,
Yeah,
Cade.
Nancy's
if it says hope 4 out of 4,
Play
that's
some-
I've got
play some
full or I'm
cranberries.
empty.
I've got-
If it says 4 out
So
of
it
4,
should
that
be
means
on-
I'm full, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, you're on full hope, so you're. Oh dear.
I'm full.
Nancy doesn't trust this situation. You guys seem way too chilled.
Oh, yeah,
and
you're
you
on
know
full
someone's
hold,
Nancy's gonna stay at the bar. She's gonna try and talk to these people. She thinks some shit's going on that probably will affect us.
I'm not. I'm gonna have one drink and then return back to the room because
Okay.
Lump is out of the bath now, so I'm going to now enjoy a bubble bath while we've got a nice room for the night.
Okay. So
It's
Go
a
get
nice
it.
shampoo water.
Erica, keep Nancy out of trouble, please. Thank you.
Sure. Can I get a rusty trombone? Extra rust.
of course, miss, I'll get you a rusty
I like that,
trombone
right?
immediately.
They're really good. Yeah, they're like cheers. I think it's like iron brew and snops or something. It's nice. Yeah.
Oh, give me a double of that then.
Okay, so it's just it's just Spider who's going back up to the room then, yeah.
I think so.
Is that correct? Okay. Right. Okay. So leaving the other three in the bar, you head back through reception and upstairs. As you pass in reception desk, you hear the officers. The officers, like I say, they're speaking to Rebecca on the reception. So, can you ask Jack and Holly, Jack and Lolly to come through? Yeah. I'll go get them. And she walks out goes through a door at the back behind the reception desk.
Okay.
And you hear
This guy with the laptop.
you hear
he
the
good
deputy
looking?
saying, "Is he good looking? You tell me, is he good looking?"
Nope, but after a couple rusty trombones, probably.
So yeah, well, you're on your first, so maybe it'll let you look better after the second one. So as you're like Spider, you're walking past, you hear him say this, and just as you go going through the door to the stairs to the upper floor, the deputy is like saying, you know they're not going to like this, Sheriff.
Continue walking. I'm
So,
not going
well,
to stop.
No. Yeah, that's it. That's all you hear. Anyway, you'll go in and walk upstairs. Right. So, Nancy, you said you were gonna start speaking to people in the bar, were you?
Well, I was going to speak to the guy with the laptop. I think my friend's got ulterior motive, so I'll go and speak to the British couple and be like, "It's so preposterous, right? Them interfering with our holiday."
It's most inconvenient. We were planning. We had an extensive tour plan. We were going up to Eagle Hill later tomorrow, and then we were planning to move on. But the owners were telling us that they think the police are going to hold everybody in Liberty for at least another 2 days.
Oh yeah, we've got big plans as well. We're going to a concert. And you guys don't know, why do you think they were showing us this guy's picture? Like, it seems very strange, right? Like, why would you go to a hotel where, we arrived, minutes ago? Seems strange for them to be coming here.
I don't know. I'm not really. I'm not a police officer. I suppose we're strangers. But from what I hear we were speaking to Rebecca earlier. We'd rather sooner than later be moving on, because we heard this is the third murder. There's been 2 other murders around this place in the last month or so. And have you noticed?
Yeah.
No one seems No one seems to use Neurocasters around here.
Oh, really? That's. I mean, I know there's groups that are kind of against that.
There's
but
the
that
one
is
over there in the hall,
interesting.
the one over there in the corner. It's a free service to use. No, I've not seen anybody use it.
Oh, and it's free.
It's free.
Yeah,
Anyway,
that's me. Then I'm like, well,
if you'll excuse us, young lady, I think we're going to retire for the afternoon. There's been more than enough excitement. And
yeah.
they
Do
both.
you want to? Do you want
They
to?
both. Sorry,
Like, if you want to drink later, I'm just gonna say if they want to drink later, we'll be at the bar.
Oh, that's very kind of you to offer. But I think my wife and I will spend a more private evening in our room, and they wish you good evening. And they get up and they leave. So what are you doing? What's Spider doing? You get up to the room. There's there's one of the service robots in the corridor.
Is there any easy marks to rob somebody on the way up to the room? I want to try and rob somebody's wallet or
There's
someone
no,
else.
you don't see anybody. You don't see
Okay.
anybody.
So I'm gonna have a nice bubble bath and do my toenails and freshen up, mate.
Okay.
We've been on the road for days.
Okay. Radio. So the bathroom is like this huge bathroom. It's almost as big as the main central area of the room. You know, kind of one of them like sunken baths and
Oh,
big
come on.
big windows that look out over the grounds at the back. The curtains in the room there are automated controls, and you're like voice activated. You can just tell the curtains. You know, everything is automated and voice activated. The minute that you walk into the room, there's like air conditioning, the heat in the room automatically kicks in. It's everything appears to be like computer controlled, automatic, with like a voice override and stuff. But yeah, the bathroom, the sunken bath that looks out of the ground. You can see, like I say, you can see the towers in the distance, and like far in the grounds, there's like steam rising from the hot pools.
I get out the bath, and then I'm standing at the big window, so I tell the thing to open the blinds, the shutters, and I'm standing at the window in my robe, but the robe's open, so I'm just like standing there, and anyone that was looking through the window can see, and I'm just taking it all in. Like,
Standing
that's
there,
a nice
trombone swinging
that's
in the
nice
wind.
for you. Trombone swinging in the wind, mate. Aye, blowing in the breeze, as God intended.
At least you got a name. You got a name for the episode straight away.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're looking out over the ground. You know, the wind's up. It's still raining outside, but you know, it's quite refreshing. It's quite hot, warm here, but in the hot bath, and you get a brief a little spattering of that nice cool rain. And you see, as you stood there, you see that Chinese woman again. You see unmistakable in that oversized raincoat.
Oh, you're a Death
And you
Stare.
see her. Well, she can't see you.
Straight up looking at your pee-pee.
You see her as she obviously come out of the hotel, but you see her heading away from the hotel towards the hot springs.
She definitely saw it, and that's me won that battle now that she saw it. I've won that one. I mean,
Okay.
apart from that,
so
I'm going back to
that-
relaxing in the room, in the back, getting cleaned up in the bathroom, pampering myself, doing my nails, doing my fingernails, cleaning my ears,
Okay.
doing all the good shit.
Okay.
Is that your goal? Is that your goal? Oh, is that your goal or your threat then to expose yourself to old lady?
Neither. I just had it out for that wee Chinese woman from the start. She was just walking around like she owned the place, barging into people, and I took offence to it. So I have had a grudge with her, and I've just won that vendetta there. Stared her down with the most intimidating thing I could.
Like it.
Okay.
Intimidation
what's
by
the rest of
Wang
you doing
out.
down the bar then?
Like I am most enjoying taking drinks and a little bit of lunch on the table on the bar desk. Just having time of my life.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm
So
gonna
in
order
which
some
case,
drinks
I
to the room,
think-
Phil.
Sorry.
Order
You
some
got
drinks
yeah.
to the
You
room.
can. Yeah. So yeah, there's like a there's like a buzzer in the room, like there's like located in various points around. You know, one beside the bed, one near the chairs, or you press it, and as you press it, and as soon as you press it, there's a delay, maybe, and the door opens, and in comes the service robot.
Superb. Superb. Okay.
And it walks over to you, almost trips over one of the side tables.
I will enjoy whiskey and cigars. Thank you very much, Mr. Robot. And some food. I'd like
Right away, so
I'd like pepperoni
what would you
pizza,
like to eat, sir?
pepperoni pizza, a couple of burritos, some Sprites, and some Pepsis, and loads of all that good American stuff.
Right away, sir.
I want some KFC and some McDonald's as well.
Oh, I'm afraid there's no fast food restaurants in the area.
Not even a
We're only
Wendy's.
restricted only to we only serve food that is available in the hotel, sir.
Okay, I'll have it all, please. Thank you, and all the drinks.
Immediately, I'll bring that right up for you. And he turns around, almost trips over the same table again.
I'm
and
getting.
stops, kind of like exaggeratedly, like kind of turns at a right angle, walks to one side, then turns at right angle, and then walks towards the door again, and then out and close the door, close it behind.
Filling my belly while we're here, like 100%.
Okay. So the rest of you, if you're indulged in the bar, you can all make a strength check
oh boy.
to see.
I'm just having food. I'm being wholesome, and you're all just getting drunk like a bunch of fucking idiots. Oh, check
look
that
at
out.
that.
Yeah, got one success. Hopefully that's enough.
Erica got no success.
Oh no.
Oh,
There's no push. There's no pushing on this roll, by the way.
Oh, I already did.
You already
did
did.
Oh yeah, so you did. Okay, so yeah, the rest of you spend the evening down in the bar. Erica is slowly getting more and more inebriated, to the point that probably after the second or third rusty trombone, she's starts harassing the businessman who was desperately trying to work on his laptop. As Erica drapes herself across the table.
How many words per minute can you type? You look like you got some fast fingers, so.
Oh my days.
Kind of going bright red and trying to ignore you, desperately trying to type.
I'll go and rescue her and I'll be like, Eric, I remember you only had concussion like hours ago, so.
Doesn't change the fact she doesn't have a ring on that finger.
I'm just thinking about the buyers having a fun looking at the situation.
I thought we were coming down to the bar, but I'm staying in the room.
When you distract Erica, this guy just kind of quickly closes his laptop and like rushes off. And as he's rushing off, this sort of short, tubby guy with like a natural perm, shirt, tie, and braces comes walking into the room, and he starts he pins up a couple of posters on the wall.
Like, Erica, I think that other guy was a bit out of your league.
He's better looking.
This guy.
This guy's a step up.
It's like as we'd say in the Cherokees, a chunky monkey, but I mean, you know, go for it.
I'm just laying there back on. Second time is a charm.
This is what this guy looks like. It was coming. Yeah, this is it.
Oh, he's a babe.
Oh yeah, he is He's a chunky monkey, but he's on your wavelength.
He's a bit like Danny DeVito that's let himself go.
Oh yeah.
I love the Vito.
These drinks are hitting hard.
She's got the beer goggles on, she's going for it. I'm glad I stayed in the room. You can clean up your own mess here.
Can I look at the poster as Eric is fawning over any available mail?
Yeah, of course you can.
What posters is he putting up?
Well, are you interested in him or the poster?
A little bit of both.
A little bit of both. You can give us an empathy roll then as you try and what you're saying to the guy.
Well, it depends on what's on the poster. I might be
okay.
able
So
to get a good pickup line.
You're looking at the poster first. Well, okay. Right. Let's see the poster. Okay. So the poster has got it's got two pictures on, two photographs. One is clearly a little bit older and slightly blurry. One is of the sheriff, and it looks to be two photographs of the sheriff. Although the older one, the sheriff looks a bit younger, and he's not in the sheriff's uniform. And over the top it says, "Beware this man. He is not who he claims to be."
And this is the sheriff.
The pictures, it appears to be like, it looks like it's two pictures of the sheriff.
I will slink my way between him and the poster. Am I the person you're looking for tonight?
Would you mean looking for Miss? And he kind of like sort of backs off and sort of desperately trying to loosen his tie as he goes bright red.
You look like you're a man that can handle himself.
Well, so my sister says. Can I help you, miss?
That's a different kink than I was expecting, but...
That country
what do
loving.
you say we go somewhere?
Oh, I'm dying back here.
No, give us an empathy roll. If you got charm, you can or anything like that, you can add that on. Have a look at that. Oh my god!
Oh no!
I really can't give up at this point because I've lost so much hope that I need to...
I imagine you must have lost a lot of hope to like resort to this, yeah. Okay, so maybe we could. My sister's out at the moment. Maybe we could get a drink in my room, in our rooms. And he kind of
Guy's worried about cheating on his sister.
Looks at your hand and sort of tentatively takes your hand.
Oh, we can skip the drink.
Oh my days, Brew, you've actually pulled.
I'm looking to Naz that she scored something. Look at that.
I mean, it's the woman's right to choose, right? So, I mean, if that's what she's into.
Okay, so he introduces himself as Jack Carney, and he leads you off to to his private rooms, where I think we'll fade to black on Erica and Jack.
Until Jill gets back.
Can we just have one game where you have sex with someone, bro? It's getting out of hand.
I know, fucking pervert. Brings it down every time to that level.
I'm supposed to be the slutty one, not you. What am I gonna do? Like read books and shit?
You're only like 18 and 5% Cherokee and 5%. What was the other? Italian? Native American? I don't know.
Chinese.
Chinese.
Chinese is close. Both like noodles.
Oh.
Okay, so Nancy, you like I say, you look at this and this poster. There's like two pictures of the that look to be the sheriff. There's one of the sheriff is there in his uniform, and there's another one like looks a little bit older. Picture's slightly blurry, but it looks like the sheriff, but a little bit younger perhaps, maybe 5 years younger. And it says, beware this man. He's not who he claims to be. This, and then underneath it's going on saying, this is Alan Brown, known criminal and murderer.
Is that basically all the information on the poster? Because if it is, I want to go and speak to Rebecca and be like, what's the poster stuff about? Is that real?
So yeah, that's pretty much all it says on there. But yeah, so you're going to go to Rebecca. What's Cade doing?
Like I'm still at my bar, and what's the time at the moment of the day?
What's the time? I would say it's probably getting on now. It's probably about 9, half 9, 10 o'clock.
I'm gonna ask the Robert on the bar. Is there a locker room before I go out with the hot springs?
Oh yes, sir. I can have one of the robots. One of the service robots. Take you over if you wish.
Excellent. Give me your most expensive flask of great alcohol, please.
Would you like a bottle, sir?
Yeah, a whole bottle, please.
Oh, of course, sir. And yeah, so he gets hands you a bottle that you as requested, and shortly after, another of the service bots comes over and says, "I will escort you to the spring, sir."
Very good. Yeah, I yell to Nancy, "I'll be outside the hot spring, Nancy."
Okay. Don't split the party. It's everyone splits up.
Okay. So yeah, so he leads you through the back, through one of the back corridors of the downstairs, and there is so he tells you there's some locker rooms, some lockers out at the hot springs. So, but he takes an umbrella. Or it takes an umbrella, I suppose, and leads you out the back. As you go out, step out from the porch at the back, it walks out holding the umbrella. It doesn't put the umbrella up. It just holds it as if it like above your head, kind of there, as if it was open, but it's not actually. The umbrella's not actually open, and escorts you towards the hot springs. And you can see. They're like through the grounds. There's sort of these landscape grounds at the back of the hotel, and in the distance you can clearly see the steam rising from the hot springs. There's floodlight. There's lighting in the gardens at the back, and like floodlights shining down on the springs themselves.
Ah, excellent. Let's get to the hot spring fast. I want to get into hot water while it's raining.
Yes, sir. Do you wish for me to wait?
If you can hold the umbrella over me while I'm in the hot spring, that would be great.
Of course, sir. And he continues. So he's walking. So yeah, continues to walk along outside of you, holding this umbrella that is not open. So you're just getting drenched.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Let me help a little bit. If I can click on the umbrella for him, there they go.
Okay. So yeah. So he seems completely oblivious, but yeah. You open up the umbrella. Okay, so Nancy, you go over to Rebecca. She's probably just about to clock off.
Yeah, I'll be like, I just saw that poster, but isn't that the sheriff? Like, is he actually the sheriff? What do you know what that's about? It just seems strange.
So she kind of looks. She looks a little bit awkward, a little uncomfortable at the question. No offense, miss, but I'd rather not get into that. That's something between the sheriff and the Harneys.
Okay. I was just making sure that everything's above board with us being VIP guests and everything. And we want to make sure we feel safe.
You can give us an empathy roll.
Nope.
Okay.
I'm not rolling well today.
Okay. Says, you'd be better speaking to Mr. Harney or Miss Harney.
Miss Harney? Okay. Is she like the manager or something?
Yeah. The Lolly and Jack, they're brothers and sisters. They own the Amador.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Okay. And I presume Miss Harney will be here in the morning, maybe?
Yeah, I imagine so. Well, you have a good
Okay.
you have a good evening, Miss. And she picks up a coat and heads out.
Sweet.
As she heads out the door, one of the service robots kind of walks up and stands behind the reception desk.
Right. More dodgy robots.
Okay. So what's Nancy doing then? It's getting on. It's getting about 10 o'clock. Erica has disappeared. Spider's presumably up in the rooms. Cade has gone out to Hot Springs.
And there's
So
no
they
one else
did-
in the bar now, right?
No,
Everyone's gone,
everybody. There's only you and like a few of these service robots. The one behind the bar, one behind the reception, and kind of one just stood, waiting.
I'm gonna just so I can get points later. I'm gonna go to the bar and I'm gonna start telling the robot about my ideas for my really cool book, and like get him to AI like put my little footnotes into like chapters for me.
Okay.
'Cause I'm pretty sure that's what I'm gonna
right.
do. Get my book
Okay,
ready.
so
Yeah.
so it attempts to, but it quickly becomes apparent that the as polite and helpful as these robots are, it is completely incapable of doing of like completing even the most any kind of slightly complicated task,
Yeah.
and it completely like fucks up the job of you this simple task of trying to helping you organize your notes. It makes a complete hash of it.
Not happy, Bohemian. That's why I want to be a writer, I guess. So, I'll just write my diary for the day. I'll be like, Erica, the now scientist slut, seduced another victim. She drawed on the efforts of pathetic, lonely men every night. And I need to think of a cool name, like Erica the Huntress or something.
I'm detecting like a hint of jealousy.
Very much so, eh?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. She protested too much, I think.
I think-
That's what's going on.
I think we need to have a half-time break soon, Phil, but if you don't mind, before I'd like to just interject a tiny little scene in the hotel room
Okay.
where after
Okay.
my bath, not even a scene, just an image, where after my bath, I'm sitting in the bathrobe on the little armchair with my feet up on the footrest thing that pops up with the remote in hand, and I'm flicking on MTV and a music video's playing. It's Madonna's Like a Virgin, and then I flick over to like MTV2 or something, and on comes I don't know what comes on, some Soundgarden or something like that, something very 90s, and you just see me flicking through different 90s channels, and then I flick again and Beavis and Butthead comes on, and I'm like, oh yes. And I put the remote down and I sit and chill and watch that.
Beavis and Butthead followed by Kids in the Hall. Okay, yeah. So as Spider relaxes in front of MTV and Beavis and Butthead, well, I guess we will take a couple of minutes break, and we'll when we come back and see if Erica regrets it in the morning.
Too soon, troops.
We're back. So Spider's up in his room watching MTV.
Yeah, it's Celebrity
Erica
Deathmatch now.
Is, yeah, Erica's romancing Mr. Harney in the back room. Now, what was Nancy doing again?
Failing all her roles, so she gets
Schmoozing in
no
the bar.
information, pretty much. Yeah.
Oh
No,
yeah,
like,
yeah. You were talking to
Yeah.
Rebecca, weren't you? But she's clocked off and left now. So yeah, you're kind of stood downstairs in reception, surrounded by just service droids.
Yeah. I mean, she writes a poem about it, of course, like, you know, something poetic about being surrounded by robots, but no one really seeing you. Teenage angst, something along those lines. And then something about another girl being a whore. That's the rough idea of the poem.
I'm sure it's a masterpiece. Oh.
Okay, so while you're penning that bit of poetry, Cade, you're like I said, this service robot leads you out to across the grounds and to the hot springs. And as you get to them, it's not so noticeable when you walk across the grounds, but when you get to the bottom where the hot springs are, you can see there's like a tall chain link fence around, you know, sort of surrounding the grounds and the hot springs. Although you do notice in one corner of the chain link fence somebody has cut with whatever bolt clippers or whatever. So somebody's cut through the a section of the chain link fence, and you can see it's like being sort of peeled away so people can get, you know, kind of leaving a small hole where people could crawl through.
Okay.
And you get to, like I say, you get to hot springs, and there is like this wooden sort of shelter, and there's lockers inside with like a keypad for, you know, to access your locker. And the droid kind of still walks over, leads you over into this area, and there's like there's changing rooms in these lockers. And then there's like this kind of a wooden screen in front of that, and then beyond that there's these 3 hot springs.
Ah, excellent. Is there any speakers on your robot? I want some music in the background while I enjoy this.
I'm sorry, sir. And then the robot just like kind of shuts down.
What? Oi! I'm just smacking to his head. Hey! Oh, fuck. Fine. Alright. Well, enjoy this while I have the chance. I go to the hot spring.
Okay. You gain change first.
Yeah, I can change up. Yeah. I've got to go to one of the lockers and maybe I choose one of the lockers and I lock it with my clothes.
Okay.
In.
Yeah, put your clothes in, go into the change room, get changed into. What are you wearing? Just like a pair of shorts, or?
Use pair of shorts here, and then I go to the hot spring. Yeah.
Okay. Right. So you walk round. So you get changed. You walk round like the kind of the screen. There's these 3 hot springs. There's a little bit of space in between them, and there's these floodlights shining down on the hot springs. And you kind of walk up to the first one. And start. Are you going to get in the first one, or are you going to check them all out first, or? Is there a difference between the 3 hot springs? Well, they're all natural rock pools, and it's like kind of that thing with naturally heated water. Some of them, they're roughly the same size. They're kind of spaced out, but this one is a little bit further away from the other 2. Are kind of next to each other. but they look roughly the same size, whether they're all the same depth or whatever. But you do see by the furthest one, you see like discarded by the side of the furthest one, a raincoat.
Raincoat. Okay. I'll be curious. I'm going to see if there's anyone at the hot springs here.
Okay. So give me a what would it be? It would be. Give us an agility roll.
Ooh, agility. Let's see. Wait.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay. So yeah. So you walk along, picking your way through, and your foot slips on. There's something slick underfoot, and your foot slips, and you fall, and you go just like you fall forward, and you go so head first into this hot spring, and like come up, like just come to the surface, and you notice that the water is just red, and then looking around, you see there are body parts floating in the water, scattered around the sides of this hot spring, and kind of bobbing up and down the water at the side of you. And this hot spring kind of rolls over. Is the head of that Chinese woman?
Oh, I'm gonna be like shouting.
You can give me a wits roll, or you will lose 2 hope.
Wow.
Oh boy, let's see. Wait, roll. No,
Okay,
I'll lose 2 hope.
Yep, you lose 2 hope. You can push it.
Wow. I was thinking for 10 minutes about going down and joining you in that hot spring. I'm so glad I didn't. Fuck me.
I'm not pushing. So out of care, this other manly scream, but with like a high pitched scream, like ah!
Okay, like I said, there's as you look at it, you kind of scramble to get out. You realise what you slipped on was this pool of blood, and they're just like I said, there's just blood everywhere. This body's just been hacked up into like tiny pieces.
Oh.
Oh fucking hell! Help! I yell towards the hotel.
Okay, so there's rain. You're a good distance from. There's clearly nobody, especially with the sound of the rain. You're a good 100 yards or so from the hotel. Nobody hears you.
Okay.
Fuck! I run back to my locker. Is it in the emergency phones in the locker area in the film?
No, there's a buzzer.
Yeah, I press the buzzer.
Okay, so you press the buzzer, and then suddenly the service robot sort of comes back to life. How may I help you, sir?
Call the fucking police!
The fucking police, sir?
Yes, the fucking police!
I'm sorry, I don't understand. What is the fucking police, sir?
It's a fucking goat.
Call the what was it? Sheriff's department.
Okay, give me a wits roll.
Oh, I'm gonna kill this robot.
Oh, you suck.
Right. Okay, so you call the sheriff's because of course, sir, you failed to notice this figure stood in the shadows behind you, and the last thing you know is you feel like a sharp stinging pain.
Oh no!
And then suddenly your body is just like racked with pain. It's like thousands of volts of electricity just pumped into your body, and you just go you black out and collapse on the floor, probably soiling yourself in the process.
Love how you added that at the end, just to make it worse, yeah.
Salt in the wound, you've shit yourself, mate.
Yeah. Did you even get to roll a strength check to see if you defecated over you?
To see if his bowel's empty.
Oh,
Fuck.
boy.
And we didn't hear him scream, even though he screamed like a little bitch.
No.
No, I'm
Okay, so I guess what's Nancy doing? I guess are you returning to the room?
No, I think she's because Cade was with her at the bar, so she knows that he's gone to the. So she would wait a few hours for him, because I would imagine, like, I think you said when Erica went off with the guy, that was about 9:30, so she'd probably wait till about just before midnight.
Okay.
And then so I guess if he's not back by then, she's going to be getting a bit worried.
Yes, so I guess by midnight, the lights around midnight, all the lights downstairs, they don't turn off, but they like go like dim, and the
Mood
and
lighting.
all the service droids kind of go into like a standby mode.
Can I ask what? Can I ask one of them, like, my friend's not come back, can you, like, check on them or get them a message just to see if they're okay? Because it seems a bit late for to go to a spa, don't you think? He's been gone like nearly 3 hours.
The robot comes back on and says, "Of course, miss. What is your friend's name?"
Cade.
And where is your friend, sir, miss? Is in the room in the room?
No, he went to the spa with your other robot. You know, the other robot that works there, right? I don't know, Nigel or whatever you're all called.
Rupert.
Rupert.
One of them was called Rupert.
I'm gonna say you look like a Nigel to me. So, and I'm the customer. So.
Of course, miss. I'll head there immediately. He kind of walks out from behind the bar and heads down like through a back door.
Sweet.
Are you staying here or are you following me?
I don't know, because I don't know what would have happened to Cade. I guess that means I won't be too worried.
I mean, he did go to like the spring, and that was like I said, it was about two hours. 2 hours.
No one, no, he's just gonna bleed out and die. Get ready to roll a new character next time, mate.
No, but
You're about to bleed out
I'm
and
just
die.
like, I don't know what my character do. Like, I mean, I guess can I maybe stealth after the robot?
Stealth? You can, yeah. I suppose you can stealth after the robot.
Whatever stealth is.
Stealth would
anything.
be wits.
Okay.
Easy.
Okay, so you so you sneak after.
I'm scratching my balls watching Daria.
Not sure what Erica's scratching.
Can I wave up at the window at you if you're like just naked watching cartoons?
I know, I've got boxer shorts on now.
Or
Flicking through between different shit. King of the Hills on now. I'm loving it.
Okay, so you follow this service robot down through the grounds and out to the hot springs at the back, and you catch up just a little bit behind the robot, and you catch up to the robot, and it goes into this kind of like shelter area. You find it stood in front of Cade, who is laid apparently unconscious on the floor.
I'm gonna, because I have a gun.
And the robot's
going to out.
Mr. Draper, your Miss Alvarez has requested your presence in the bar, and it stands there waiting for an answer from Cade. And you're unconscious.
And I can see this, right?
Yeah. You followed it.
Right?
You just like come up. Yes. You stood. You followed it all the way into the shelter. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna like get my gun ready, but like put it in my pockets and my hands on it in case stuff goes down, and then be like, can you like? I think my friend's like unconscious. Can you grab him? And like maybe we can call an ambulance or whatever you do. That's what I'm gonna shout at the robots. But I'm not moving any closer. I'm commanding them to grab him.
Give us a wits roll as well. So the service robot kind of of course, and it bends down and picks.
I'm gonna push it.
You're gonna push it.
Oh dear.
Oh,
Oh dear.
Oh no!
There's 3
Oh
hobos.
dear.
I've got two left. I'm fine.
You're
She's all right.
fine. She's fine.
Uh, so yeah, the service this service robot, he like bends down and drags Cade up onto his feet, and as it does so, Cade finally just, slowly like comes round.
What happened?
Like, Cade, what the fuck? What did you do? Like, did you take drugs again?
No. Fucking hell, have I been... Maybe they overdose or something?
I mean, I don't know. You've been gone. It's like midnight now, and you're like, you don't look good.
Whoa, wait. The body!
The boy? What?
No,
There's no one here.
Check the hot springs. There's a car. There's body parts in there. It's the fucking whole hot spring is. Fuck my fucking head. It's fucking red.
I'm not going anywhere till we get you back to safety. But you think there's like some body parts there?
There was body parts there, but this Chinese woman's head just floating in the water.
Okay. Well, let's get you back, and then maybe we can check it out a little bit later.
But something, I felt a fucking pain in my back, and then I don't remember shit.
Speaking of shit, you need to get new trousers.
So kind of
Oh yeah, I'm like, what the smell? It's like, hey, what that smell is that? Is that the sulfur from the springs? It's really eggy. Yeah, sulfur.
Very eggy, very sulphury.
Yeah, I don't know, like,
Fuck's sake, let me just get my clothes and get the fuck out of here.
Okay, so like as you talk like about your back, you kind of instinctively reach back, and you can feel like just at near the bottom of your back. There's like kind of it's a little bit. It's kind of swollen, just a small spot where it's swollen. Almost feels like a big insect bite.
Oh, okay. Ow, Nancy, what is it on my back? It's very, very big where the pain is.
Can I see what it is? Is it like?
Yeah, there's a spot that's maybe about an inch across. It's like really red, and it's a little bit swollen, and there's 2 tiny like puncture marks.
So would I know, like, would I think it's like a bug, or like something
give
mechanical?
us a wits. You can give us a wits roll.
See, I thought he'd been stabbed with like a knife, but now it's more like he's been jabbed with a needle or something. Nancy.
She's not doing well with it. I'm not gonna push.
You've no idea.
I've not got enough. Yeah,
maybe it was maybe a needle or something.
You've got the HIV. Somebody's just jabbed you with a HIV stab.
Did you do opium with the Chinese lady? I mean, is that what happened? Okay.
There was a raincoat, and I went to Iversk, and suddenly I slipped and fell into the red water, which I assume is blood now, and then I just saw the body parts. I don't know that woman. I will, and like I can't count the numbers of women I met, but no, I never met her.
Yeah, let's get you back to the hotel, and then we'll call the more robots to check out the body parts and stuff.
Yeah, call the fucking sheriff. That's what we need to do.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna try and I'm not going any closer. I'm just gonna let the robots carry him.
Okay. Yeah. So you get the robots to assist you in getting Cade back to the hotel then. And they sit him down one of the chairs in the bar, and then one goes back behind the bar, the other one wanders off into reception, and then they both like go power down into standby.
Are either of them like calling the cops for us, or are they just like
No,
not?
no.
They just.
No.
Like I'm going through my.
Like I say, you get the impression that they're as impressive as this hotel is. These robots seem to have very limited capabilities. They're clearly capable of doing like basic menial tasks.
They don't even bother the cops when there's been a murder.
The robot. Well, I was like, Kate did that. I said, I'm presuming maybe but Kate, did the robot see the record this with its eyes or whatever?
Well, it was.
Did it see what you said?
It came from behind me, so the robot would most likely see what was behind me because it was looking at me when I was making it to call the police, which it didn't apparently.
Yeah, I'm a bit worried because I'm like, they could trace you. Like, I believe that you didn't kill the Chinese lady, but it could look really suspicious that if they've not recorded like the situation. And you already told me that they didn't record my message correctly when I told you guys about the police, so I think this is a little bit worrying. I think we need to maybe get out of here quicker than we thought.
But that makes it more strong case against me if I just run away, though, doesn't it?
I mean, I guess it's all on you because your name is on the room, so it's kind of a you problem.
I don't want the fucking police on top of the biker gang, Nancy.
Okay, I'm gonna. Should we? Because I'm sure. Did he take like any damage from himself? Like, is he injured or is he just knocked out?
No. Yeah, he was just unconscious.
Okay,
Like I check.
So I guess.
So yeah, I'm like checking through my clothes that I have on my arms, like I haven't dressed me. I'm just still in my shorts. All my items stay in my clothing from the locker.
Yeah, everything's fine. Nothing's been touched.
Okay, good.
Pretty sure. If we're still in the 90s, I don't think Hostel came out yet, because otherwise they'd be like, have you seen that movie Hostel?
That's not out. That's not out. Yeah.
No,
That's not out yet.
I was a full ass grown ass adult when that movie traumatized me. That definitely wasn't out in the 90s. Fuck that movie, man. Fuck that movie.
But it is after midnight. I guess we'll be getting tired, so I'll be like, let's go back to the room.
Where I'm watching cop. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys.
Is there a phone? Is it a phone? Is it a reception area? I feel I can take.
Is there a phone?
Yeah.
Yeah, there'll probably be a phone in the reception area.
Yeah, I'm gonna Nancy. I'll call this shit. I don't want any suspicion. If I call myself, they won't be like, oh, they won't be stupid enough to call, or the murderer will call himself, right?
That's what a murderer would say.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean,
His face.
it's like you can because we told the robots, and the robots told us I was there that they've reported it.
Yeah, we've reported a You've reported a murder.
I don't believe them, so you have reported it. I can corroborate that, I guess. I'm more worried about everyone else. We need to check out all our friends are okay. Can I call Erica from the hotel phone, like, to her room, just to see if she's okay, and tell her maybe to...
I imagine, yeah, there's probably
yeah.
Like internal phones, you can call up the room, yeah. If, yeah.
I'm gonna...
Why not?
I'm gonna try and call the phone and just hope that she doesn't answer, like, huffing and puffing as I call.
Mid-coitus.
Well, you're not being...
Megan and Beast with two backs.
I think he's got 3, that guy.
Oh dear.
I'm worried, so I'm gonna call her just in case, because she's alone, and then go to.
Oh, so you're gonna call her phone?
Well, call the
room she's in
phone.
with that guy.
Okay.
With the guy.
Well, you don't know the room that she's in, so you can call. You can call your room.
Yo.
Well, no, but I know that she went back to Jolly and Jack's.
Yeah, but you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't call that room.
Oh, so the robots won't. Well, the robots aren't much use. I guess they wouldn't know. What about if I say, "Can I send some fries to my friend Erica?" And then she'll know that's code for one of our friends has killed a Chinese. For a Chinese lady.
That is the universal code for one of my friends that's killed a Chinese lady.
In
Right
the
enough.
charcuterie board.
Yeah, I'll send you a charcuterie board, and you know that means danger. It's like our red. No, I guess. Okay. Yeah, I'll go back to the room then to see Spider with. Yeah, if we can't call Erica.
Okay. So did you say that Cade was calling the sheriff?
Yeah, I'm calling the sheriff. Yeah.
Okay. So you leave Cade downstairs while he's calling the sheriff then. So Cade, you phone. You can probably have to phone the operator. Get put through to the sheriff's department in Colville.
In Colville, okay.
Yep. Apparently, there's no sheriff department in Liberty.
Who's this Toby guy? Who's this Toby Joker?
Didn't he say he had a contact number in the mansion he's staying at or something?
He said he was staying at the Perez mansion.
Could I call to the Paris mansion? Is that possible?
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, you can call. You can if you want to call there instead.
Yeah, I'm calling Paris mansion. Yeah.
Okay. So the phone rings and rings and rings for a while, and eventually you hear there's a man answer on the other end. Says, "Who is this? You know what time it is?"
Are you the sheriff, please? Are you the fucking sheriff?
No, I'm not the sheriff. No. My name. This is Mr. Perez. Al Perez. Who the hell is this?
I need to talk to Sheriff Toby. Is he there?
Oh, you hear the clunk of the phone being put down.
I'm calling again.
No, not hung up.
Oh, no.
It being like the handset being put down. And after a while, you can hear muffled voices, and then Sheriff Toby.
This is Kate Draper. There's a body in the fucking hot springs.
I'm sorry, but who is this?
Kate Draper. Please.
Where are you, Mr. Draper?
At the Amador Inn.
Oh, you say there's a body?
There's a body cut in parts in the hot spring. I fucking fell in the cold water. I need you right here now.
We'll send something over, and just stay there, Mr. Draper. Stay where you are. And then the phone goes dead.
Fucking be competent, fucking.
So, Nancy.
Uh-huh.
You head upstairs. You find there's no sign of Erica. Just Spider watching the TV.
Marilyn
Spider,
Marilyn Manson's fighting Britney Spears on Celebrity Deathmatch.
I
Fucking
sit
great.
down for 15 minutes and watch it, and then I thought, like, I'm not seeing this one.
It's a good one. It's a good one. She wins in the end.
I'll be like, oh yeah, by the way, Cade, got knocked unconscious in the spa.
What? What the fuck's he doing?
And then he found that Chinese lady that you bumped into, like, dead in pieces.
Holy shit.
Then, yeah, but the robots are being weird because they didn't help him until I shouted at them to do it, and we've told them to ring the police, but we don't think they've done it, so we're a bit worried. And plus, we can't get hold of Erica now because she's, whatever.
I don't know what
Yeah,
Erica's
so-
doing. I've been here in the room the whole time, so I don't even know what Erica's up there.
Okay, I'm like, I'll read you the chapter of my book.
And then the wind changes and I can smell it.
And I
Oh, that's what she's doing.
I read you out the dramatized version of what happened at the bar, but you get the gist.
Oh, right, yeah, and then I start to get the gist of what Erica's up there, right? Okay, good for her. Good for her. God damn.
Yeah, she's gone. What do you think we should do? Plus, I think.
I hope
Kate's
she's practicing
weird
safe
police-
sex, and then I pull out a cigarette and have a cigarette as I say that.
But what should we do? Like, because Cade's also ringing the dodgy policeman who might not. He knows about the. Oh no, you don't know about the post.
I never came down to the bar.
Okay, I'll tell you about
Oh my god!
I've been
I'll
drinking
tell you
beer,
about the
smoking
poster,
cigars, and
then-
scratching my balls, mate. Great.
Okay, I'll tell you about the poster, and yeah, we don't
Oh,
know if the
right,
cop's
okay.
real, and then Cade's called that weird cop, so yeah, there's a lot going on. What do you think we should do?
The cop
I'm
was
tired.
the cop was weird. He told us half of what was going on in his investigation. I always thought that cop was a bit sus. Like, that's not normal police behaviour, eh?
So talking of the police, you can hear in the distance. You can hear the sound of a police siren.
Now here comes your boy.
So yeah. So anyway, will you come down so we can maybe deal with this as a family? I know you're new to the family, but you know,
Yeah, sure.
just because mom's a whore doesn't mean we don't stick together when she's busy. When she's busy.
All the more reason for the rest of us to stick together when she's busy. Yeah.
Dad may have killed a Chinese lady in the spa, so I need to get out.
I mean, me and that Chinese lady did have a blood feud.
I know that's why it looks. That's why like it looks worse. You two are connected, so
I mean, I never told him. I never told him to kill her. Like, I know he is a killer, but I know I joke and call him killer, but I didn't mean for him to kill that poor little Chinese lady. I was just staring her out because it was fun. I didn't mean for her to die.
I mean, I think we did. I mean, I'll be like, you got weapons, right? Just in case anything goes.
I've got that thing on me. Yeah.
Okay. Like, well, let's get the family together, and yeah, I'll go downstairs. Can I have a cigarette in the hallway so I can get some home back?
It's the
Go on,
90s.
then,
You can have a
make
cigarette
one,
wherever you
yeah.
want, mate.
So yeah, going downstairs.
No,
like, waiting with Kate.
I've only got so many cigarettes, and then they run out. So yeah.
Yeah.
I will use one, and then
So,
I have to
so
take
you-
1 HP out.
Yeah, lose 1 HP because this is bad for you. And you gain a hope.
And
But yeah, so you
Yeah.
both go downstairs and join Cade. As you just get down to the kind of the reception area, as you see the flashing blue lights of the patrol car coming into, approaching the hotel at speed. It comes in and almost screeches to a halt outside, and you see the deputy and Sheriff Toby jump out of the car and come rushing inside.
I mean, he uses
And they
his,
see
he
me
uses
in
his
my
first
shorts.
name. He uses no Sheriff Johnson or Sheriff Brown or Sheriff
Oh
Davidson.
no, this is his second name. No, this
Oh,
is
his last name's
that's his-
Toby. That's a sus.
yeah.
That's a sus last name then. Toby.
It's RS Toby.
Aye, that's sus.
well, yeah.
Alright.
Like if he was a doctor, it'd be like Dr. Toby. No, don't trust. That's
Nah,
Toby, don't
you've
trust
got a first name for a last name. Says
it. Yeah.
says
I
all
bet
says
you first name's Toby,
says Oliver.
Toby.
Toby, his name is definitely Toby.
So the sheriff Toby comes in with Deputy Dylan. Says, Mr. Draper.
Sheriff
I am here. See, you can see
Sheriff
my
Toby
music
and
dressing
Deputy
on my-
Dylan sound like a pair of fucking cowboys right off the bat.
You can see I'm
I
about
mean,
to
in
put on
my
my
head-
pants and everything.
In my head, like Deputy Dylan is like the really shit cop from Scream. That one.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
Deputy Dewey, that's what I thought when I heard the first name, Deputy Dewey.
Yeah, Deputy Dewey.
There is a dismembered body in the hot spring.
Smell
Sheriff, and
my
I think I was
smell my
attacked.
fingers. What's that? My ass. I love Deputy Dewey, what a legend.
Says, what?
Courtney Cox is in that movie. There's a classic from the 90s.
Mr. Draper, what?
Yeah, I think that movie.
Yes, there's a dismembered body in the hot springs.
You show me, deputy. Deputy, go and rake Mr. and Miss the Harpers.
Yeah, Shelby, come with me.
Show me where the body is, Mr. Mr. Draper.
And I can corroborate it because I see any? I didn't see the bodies right there.
No, you've
Did I
not
see
seen
any
the
blood?
body. No, you didn't see anything like that. No.
Okay. So okay, fair enough.
It says, so the Sheriff Toby turns to you and Spider, says, if you two can wait here, I'll need to speak to you, in case I need to speak to you in a moment. And Deputy Dillon, he goes through the back door, and you can hear him knocking on the door, and he says, Mr. Harper, Miss Harper! And Erica, what's happening at the moment? You hear this knock on the door, going something, Mr. Harper, Miss Harper, it's Deputy Dillon.
It was a fairly mediocre night. So I've been sleeping for most of it after hearing his asthma kick in. I feel like I smell a little bit like bacon grease. And that I really need a shower.
He did talk a lot about his previous business of making printing business cards a lot.
How much hope do I gain back?
I don't know. Do you gain hope from that? Why not? We'll let you gain hope back from that. Is that probably alcohol more than anything else? But
because I burned more than it was worth.
But there's this knocking on the door. Mr. Harper, and he goes, oh God! And he jumps out of bed, starts pulling his trousers on, trying to his box on, trying to pull his shirt down over his triple belly, and I'm coming.
I just kind of cringe.
And he kind of hops over to the door while he's trying to push it, to get his leg through through his trouser legs, and then he kind of opens the door. What is it? What is it, Deputy? I need you to come out. I need you to come out here, Mr. Harper.
Got Ghostbusters boxer shorts on, the big red thing with a ghost in it. White with loads of them.
This is your sister. Says, my sister's not here. She'd gone over to town and
The fly's open.
she's back in the morning. And they're like, oh. And the deputy's kind of peering in and says, "Is that? No, okay. Sorry, miss."
It was just helping me find some slippers.
Okay, so Jack kind of pulls the rest of his clothes on and looks back here. I need to he just goes out the door.
Anything of interest in this room, like a wallet?
I love it. Definitely rob him.
I wouldn't say rob him, but I feel like I am owed something for my service. My public service.
At least a hot shower afterwards, and breakfast.
Give us a wits roll. I think with a penalty dice though, because you're a little bit drunk. That'll be wits -1 on the modifier.
The post-nut clarity kicks in a minute, and you realise what you've just done.
But I gotta push it.
Yes,
okay.
Come on.
Yeah. What do you find? What are you looking for? You tell me.
I honestly don't know what I was hoping to gain from this.
Some money. We've got no money. Find some money. You want them all?
Yeah, maybe
Well, I
some
don't
cash.
know. Yeah, some cash. I mean,
Car keys if he's got a different car. We could
I'm not sure if Erica's a Thea would rob somebody, but yeah, whatever. So yeah, you tell me what what is it you find?
Oh man, maybe like a. I have no fucking clue. Like this guy seems like he probably has like
A gold Casio watch.
dirty magazines, yeah, some crusty socks, and like a family recipe book or something. Pictures of him and his sister at Disneyland.
Yep, all of that.
Homeschooling.
Doing their
kids at
homeschooling.
Yeah. They were homeschooled at Disneyland. That's why their brother.
Oh
Disney.
my
Maybe I
God.
could find a nice change of clothes from his sister's wardrobe.
Minnie Mouse dress.
Okay. So there is, you find a change of clothes. The a set of, there's like a wardrobe with women's clothes in. They look almost like the same sizes.
Oh.
Like as him? Like he's his sister?
Well, they're the same. They're certainly the same build.
Oh no.
Oh.
Personality disorder.
Is there any picture of his sister? Like, did I just?
Is there,
Oh no.
there is a picture of perhaps of Jack with another woman that looks a little bit like him. Anyway, here we go. That looks where are we? There we go. Kind of picture. Of
Okay,
the-
so she's potentially real. Potentially.
I
Oh,
mean,
she
I
looks. She
know,
looks a
with
lot
a little
like
bit of
him.
Yeah.
I mean, with a little bit, honey, with a bit of contouring and makeup and a wig. I mean, also. So,
Is there a wig in the room? Like,
Is there a
is
wig?
there anything
Oh no. Oh, no.
anything that definitively tells me whether I slept with the brother or sister?
or both. Or both.
You tell me. Is there a wig?
I mean,
Oh,
she's
no.
kind of cute. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, when she shaved the stubble and put the wig on, yep.
Hmm
No,
much
no,
much
no.
better looking woman
No,
than
yeah, I was
man.
gonna
Like
say, she doesn't have a double chin. He's got
Yeah,
more
that-
prominence.
Yeah,
she,
but that's
she,
the contouring, you know.
she's
so
by
you
far the
figure
better
it
looking
out.
sibling. Like
Yeah.
Okay, well, there's
Nothing.
like nothing of value for me to take.
bet she makes a mean salami sandwich afterwards.
Is that another
I don't
rusty
think I want to
trombone
think about
situation?
salami sandwiches right now after the greasy body.
This is
wrestling
salami
that
you've just
occurred.
had. Oh,
Anyway,
lunch meat.
so so Erica's like getting herself to composing herself.
Airing out our lunch
Jack
meat.
Harney comes. He comes out from the back into the reception area, like following the deputy. He's like, "What's happened, deputy? What's going on? What's going on?" And the deputy like turns around and like takes me to one side and explains the phone call. So what's Nancy and Spider doing? While the deputy is explaining to Jack Harney, as you see the colour slowly start to drain from his face.
I'll definitely start putting some clothes on. I'm just
Okay, so
kicking
you
it in
going
a
back
robe.
to the room and putting some clothes on?
Yeah, well, I'm just kicking it in a robe
He
and
came
boxer
down,
shorts.
He came,
No, in a robe and in my boxer shorts, like the dude.
So you're going back up to the room then?
Depends. What's Nancy doing?
I mean, I kind of want to. I'm worried about Cade getting like framed or something,
So am I, actually.
and I don't know what happened to Cade. So I'll be like, "Oh, Cade, so I'll try and do this more like secretly. I'll be like, "Oh, Cade, so when you rang the police department, you got through to this guy, right?"
I go through
The,
to the Toby, yes, to Sheriff Toby.
and you didn't get
Sheriff
and they
Toby.
Didn't say that it's a, they did accidentally say that there's not a police department for this area or anything.
He is a fake sheriff,
No, but-
it sounds like it.
No, but I'm worried because I know above board happened where he rang and then they said, "Oh no, there's not a law enforcement in this area." So I'm like, "Okay, so that's cool. You rang the proper police number and you got
essentially." There would have what would have happened, because I'll tell you this because it would have happened anyway. So
Okay.
they would have contacted, originally phoned the sheriff's department. Said there's no sheriff's department in Liberty. They would have forwarded the call to the Perez mansion.
Ah, okay.
I thought it was like dodgy. Oh, okay, fair enough. Okay, so it's not what I thought. Okay. I feel like, well, that's cool.
But of course,
Yeah.
Cade's got. He's like he's left the building. He's gone with Sheriff Toby out towards the hot springs anyway now. So there's you, Spider, and the deputy and Mr. Harney stood in reception.
I'll be back in a minute. I'm gonna go put some clothes on. I'll go get dressed and then come back.
Okay.
I'm gonna talk to one of the robots and be like, do you guys record like security footage with your cool eyes, just so we can show the police what you saw with my friend? I'm gonna ask one of the robots.
Yeah, so Robert, I'm sorry, miss. No, we perform the following services, and it reels off a list of the things it does. It it's like I say, it's essentially like a room. It performs like like a room service.
Lace your car and stuff.
It'll take messages. It'll come and wake you up in the morning. It'll bring you food. It'll bring you fresh set of towels. It'll do all that kind of thing. So yeah, performs the actions of like room service.
Will it do a happy ending?
Have you seen it try and get in a door? It bangs. Would you really let it put its hand around your cock? Is all I'm saying.
Phil's like happy ending. What's that? I've never heard of one of them.
So Kate, you take Sheriff Toby down across the grounds and down to the hot springs. So he gets you to like hang back a little. When you get to hot springs, and he gets you to hang back as he actually approaches the one in question, the hot spring in question. And you can see him. He's kind of looking around. He starts taking photographs. Is there anything you want to do?
I'm just looking. But you mentioned the fence earlier as well. Like I'm looking towards where that fence hole.
Yeah. So the back corner of the chain link fence. So there's the hotel, then there's the grounds, then there's the hot springs, and then there's like the chain link fence that goes all the way around the ground. It's like the back end of it, and in the corner by these hot springs, somebody has like cut through the chain link fence, and there's like a corner like kind of peeled open.
Okay. Is it close to the hot spring that was?
Yeah. It's quite close. The hot springs are almost right next to the bottom end of the property where the fence is.
Okay. I'm going to mention the sheriff. There is I noticed as well that along with the robot, there was a hole in the fence by the hot tub, by the hot spring. The sheriff. I don't know if that's anything to do with the case.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Draper. Don't worry, I'll have plenty of questions to ask you later. And he does make he does walk look over, and eventually after he's finished, after he seems to finish taking enough pictures of the scene by the hot spring, he walks over and takes a picture of that and kind of looking around. You can see him looking around, searching, quick cursory glance around the ground. Then you see him like reach his his radio and calls for the deputy. Although he doesn't say Deputy Dillon, he says what does he say? He says it says Deputy Harper.
Harper, okay, Deputy Harper.
Says Deputy Harper, you and Dan, you get down here We need to cordon this place off. We've got a crime scene. We've got another crime scene. Looks like we've got murder number 4. And then he turns to you. He says, "You can go back up to the hotel, Mr. Draper. I'll come back up and speak to you in a moment."
Yeah, I'll be waiting.
Okay. So Spider, you've got dressed. Erica, you kind of got yourself together. You got dressed, and so you can leave the room now. Go out back out to reception if you want. Or what do you want to do? Erica?
Yeah, I will head back to reception and get a quick shot from the bar.
Okay. Okay. So Nancy, you see Erica come out of the private rooms at the back.
I do that really slow clap as she comes in.
And you see Jack kind of glance over at him and quickly look away.
Mr. Casanova,
Just gonna down my shot and walk past these fuckers and go up to the room.
I might try and grab you, but like, Erica, there's been a situation.
Cool. You got yourself in it, you can get yourself out. Because I obviously didn't get any help last night.
I mean, we tried to tell you no, but you were like, no, you were like, I like this hairy meatball, and we were like, okay, well, you go, and...
Go power.
I don't think I've ever uttered those words.
I like this hairy meatball.
Yeah, like, I mean, you said you wanted to study it for science. I don't know. You were like talking crazy. Yeah, Kate. If you talk to me for 5 minutes just so I can tell her what's been going down, or are you gonna do the robot with me instead?
So I guess around this point, like Cade comes walking back in about the same time the deputy gets a call on his radio and he steps over to one side. There's a bit of a brief conversation, and then he heads out back.
I go to the bar and get myself a good strong glass of whiskey.
So is Spider coming back downstairs after you've dressed?
After I'm dressed, I will. Yes.
Okay, so yeah, and about the same. So we'll say about. So basically, the deputy heads out. Cade comes back in. Spider comes back downstairs. So the 4 of you are downstairs in the reception bar area, as well as Jack Harper kind of stood there looking a little bit awkward, a little bit embarrassed when he accidentally catches Erica's eye.
I'm going to try and pick Jack's pocket.
You're going to try and pick Jack's pocket.
Unless there's somebody else that I think's going to be an easier mark. Yeah, I need to make a quick buck. Got no money. I need a wallet. I'm going to steal a wallet. Who's going to be never mind Jack. Who's going to be an easy mark? Who's drunk?
Well, there's
Erica.
Erica. I'm not stealing for Erica. I'm not taking advantage of Erica. Erica's already out here taking advantage of men. I'm not taking advantage of her.
You would get a whopping $0.
Well, exactly. You've not got any money. You're not worth stealing from. Exactly. You're part of the problem. We've got no money. I'm trying to do something about it. You're off getting your hole. I'm trying to do something about it.
So as the deputy comes, as Spider comes down, the deputy goes out. So to Jack goes around the reception. Back to the reception desk and picks up the phone and dials a number, and after the phone rings for a couple of times, he's having this conversation. He's clearly talking to his sister. He says, "Yeah, there's been another murder. It's here now." And you can hear there's this exchange, and he's looking a little bit cowed, and you can hear this like sort of irate voice on the other end of the phone. Can't make out what he's saying. Yeah, okay. And then he puts the phone down. So, holy shit. Lolly, Lolly, I think Lolly's right.
I rob him.
Just
About what, darling?
so you're going to try and rob this guy while
I'm picking his pocket. I want to pick somebody's pocket.
So you're going to have to walk round the back of the reception desk, which might look a little bit suspicious.
Nah, not his then. Someone else's.
So the only NPC, if you like, in this area is Jack, who stood behind reception.
Right, well, I get him before he goes round the reception desk then. I'll get him as he goes past.
Okay.
I need to do something. What would you like me to roll?
That would be a wits check to try and pick somebody's pocket. If you've got something that assists you with that.
Oh, I don't think so.
You must. You're a criminal, right? You must have some.
So far, all I've got is driver talent. So the talent I've got is driver.
Yeah, he's a biker. He's not, not necessarily, just a biker.
I thought it was a criminal, not a.
Oh, I better push that. Come on.
Okay. So yeah, as he's going past you, managed to pull his wallet.
Nice.
He's clearly distracted by what's been going off. Perhaps you lose hope at the fact that you've stooped so low as to lift the wallet of this of somebody.
Nah, it's fine.
It's come to this.
Nah, it's fine. I don't care.
Okay, in which case I will say that you lose hope then, because you take the wallet and you find other than a few loyalty cards. There's $5 inside.
Fucking $5. Fuck my life.
But yeah, so like I say, he's on the phone to his sister, and goes, Lolly, she must be right. We're all in trouble. We're all in trouble.
How are we in trouble? What's going on here?
And he kind of starts saying something, and then he walks out from behind reception, goes into the bar, pulls that poster off the wall, and comes puts it down in front of you all. The sheriff. He's not a sheriff.
What?
This is Alan Brown. And he pointing at the older photograph that looks exactly like the sheriff, except younger, maybe about 5 years younger. So this guy his name's not Sheriff Toby. It's Alan Brown. He murdered his sister here in Liberty, and now he's back, and he's going to kill us all.
Then why
His
will
pictures are
the
much better quality this morning.
why will the sheriff's department in Clint, I can't remember the town where he was, make me call him then in the mansion where he said he will be?
Perez is in on it. He must be. He's like some big businessman. Everybody hates Perez. Oh shit! He's gonna kill us all. And he turns and runs off into the back room, and I suppose it's 11:10, so they're there.
I just look at Erica. Did he do bad in bed as he's fucking covered like that?
Listen, I don't want to talk about any relationship with this man from here on forward. It was a mistake. You fuckers didn't save me.
Oh, but I tried my best, Erica. But you were so eager. I could not stop you. I was having a big grin on my face.
Oh.
At least I have a fucking alibi, douchebags.
True. You do. You actually do.
Yes, so yeah. On that bombshell, I guess we'll leave it there.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Should we do the XP then?
Yes,
yeah.
we can do XP. Yes, of course. So So yeah, at the end of every session, we go through and see if each character has managed to pursue their...
Does Brew get +1 for knocking boots?
I've overcome.
Oh, you don't even do it. You don't even do XP. Yeah, you've ascended XP.
Oh, so you never have to do it ever again.
No. Okay,
She's just
so I guess
freestyling now.
Nancy, did Nancy, do something to further her dream, or did she exploit her flaw?
I think she did a lot for a dream because she was going all Nancy Drew. She was trying to do all the
Yeah.
investigating. So I think she did pretty well actually. Yeah, because last time she was just not. So
Agreed.
Yeah, I think so.
None of us did
Last
very
time
much
was,
last episode.
None of us did, apart from you know who ascended.
Yeah, I go. Does anybody disagree with that?
No, not at all. Very good.
Okay. Oops.
So what do I have to do again? Do I have to roll
So yeah, you choose
a stat.
one of your 4 ability scores that best represents something that you did during the session. It doesn't have to be actually something that happened. It's just something that you narrate. You narrate that happened, and then you can make a check. So which ability and how does that represent what you have learned?
Ooh. Can you do it in health, or does it have to be the core 4?
The
Yeah,
core
it's gotta be
4.
it's got to be
Yeah,
the
it's the
core.
stats.
Okay. Because I mean, the only one I guess would be.
Like I say, it doesn't actually
have
have to be something that's happened. It just you
Okay.
kind of just like narrate it. Say why you learned something that. affects that.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of want to put my strength up because it's pants. I'm gonna say that's because she drank a lot and she's like got a bit of a tolerance for alcohol, maybe more than she knew when she was pretending to be like a detective. So yeah, I'm gonna say, can I put my strength up?
Okay, yeah, that's fine. So if you roll 6-sided dice, and if you get more than 3 or more, that means your strength goes up 1. It does. So your strength goes up 1.
Yay!
Very nice.
Cool.
Nice.
Maybe that'll save you from the same mistakes I made.
I mean,
Probably not though.
I mean, I guess I'll.
Yeah,
That's cool. And my health naturally went up with the strength, which is what I wanted. So I'm slightly
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I can have a baby with a random
Yeah.
guy.
How ironic would it be if Erica was pregnant?
Oh no.
I mean, do you know what? I was going to send you a backstory about maybe that's why Erica's escaping stuff. But I was like, the amount of cigarettes and alcohol she's had, it would not be appropriate. So Erica is not pregnant at the moment.
Okay, so go ahead.
Passive pregnancy from Erica. But yeah, that's it. I'm done.
Okay, and Cade, did he fulfill his dream or exploit his flaw?
I will say when I went into the reception, I take like a mix of dream and flaw. I say that I was like a rock star, and then all descended on me when I was trying to charm the receptionist lady.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll let him have that.
Yeah, is everybody okay with that?
Yeah.
I like how sleazy it was, so I'm gonna go yes.
Okay.
It was nice
hard
and
to
sleazy.
watch. It was hard to watch, which is why I'm going yes.
We left
Okay,
for the
so,
cringe. It was quality.
Well, I'd say at least half the cast made me feel cringe in a very good way. So thank you guys.
Does Erica agree with that?
Yeah, I'll give it to him.
Okay then, so choose one of your 4 stats and tell us why what you learned relating to that stat.
Let's see. I think I learned. I will take strength because I learned from seeing Erica not to become drunk like she was.
Okay, and
Look
give
at
a
me
roll.
being a role model.
I've been a role model and a bad example to learn by. It's not quite the same thing, but still, people are using you as a learning experience.
Yeah, if not, I can just another thing. Like I
Some
could go
positive has
for
come
maybe
from it.
wits.
Some positive has come from it.
So maybe I could say, for example, like I was seeing the hole and maybe increase my wits. Maybe try to be
Okay.
more aware of my surroundings. Let's
Okay, so guys, a roll a d6. If you get 5 or 6, it goes. Your wits goes up by 1.
see. Okay. No.
No. So you get to choose a new talent which must relate to something that happened.
Okie dokie. I will look through while.
Yeah, so we'll come back to you. And finally, Spider.
So my goal is to get rich quick. That's why I fucking stole that guy's wallet.
Oh, well, yeah. So, does anybody disagree with that?
No, and also the fact that he lived in the lap of luxury for like the 3 hours as well.
For 3 hours, I was just
Yeah.
basking. Yeah, that's true. We had the VIP room, so I was just getting as much room service and champagne and fucking jacuzzi and MTV in as I could. Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Martin.
Yeah, I'd support that.
Okay. Right, and so
Pick a start.
choose an ability score and tell us what you've learnt.
I'm gonna go with wit. I learned that fucking that guy's fucking a shit target to pickpockets. He's only got $5.
Go on then, roll the d6. No,
not supposed to roll that.
No, I'll just it's all right.
Ah,
It's all right. Just take the first roll. Just take the first number. So click on that, and the first number was a 6. So there you go.
Hey.
So which goes up by 1.
Come on.
So that is it. Apart from Kade's talent, if you've got one for us.
Yeah, like I probably take. Maybe this is like a learning experience from my mistake. Like I did not see where my threat was, so maybe I can choose scout because now I'm more aware of my surroundings. What
Okay,
yeah.
Yeah,
I
no,
choose? Yeah, I take scouting. I will drag it.
Okay, yeah, sounds good to me. Okay, so that's us done for this week.
Amazing.
Amazing as always.
Have you got a raid ready, Phil? I'll say goodbye to the troops.
Have we got a raid ready?
We have got Supermod in the audience. I'm sure she'll take care of that for you. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. We love you. This is the Electric State Into the Dust. That was session 7. We will return in 2 weeks for session 8. I am RxOliver. This is Rue, Martin, Verathor, and Phil. Thank you very much for watching. See you soon. Bye bye.
Goodbye, everybody.